Hello, Fambulem. Una kabo, una good afternoon, una good evening. Me na Abdul Karim Kabo, and it kind of different tonight. I no say for Leona Siwi, but normally waiting can happen. Mr. Shilon, we Mr. Mengot, then their way. It can first come introduce the topic and all that, but because me na guest presenter, I decide for come with the again. Our Leona no say that title honorable, not just the politicians they no more. Somebody we get so much respect in the society, and where people they respect and honor. So we own honorable, and again, now one of the ways that we give Professor Kutubu honorary professor na VOS, where in fact na the viewers them. So we want for extend such appreciation to this man, we it on the give in expertise. And as we always can say in our VOS, we get boku boku other things them, commitments where we cable engage in, we the presenters them. But we want for make sure say we give we little way to the country, and at that make we they bring them people here day in, day out for let help we talk about salon issues. Things them where we feel say in a little way we can help for contribute into solving the situation na salon. So for that, I not go waste too much time. I go straight for introduce. Well, as a matter of fact, Naim be supposed for host this, but I just decide for help out, okay? Because aim I go say na guest host. Now this particular show, the social media review show, we they come to na every Sunday if God make them possible, and the time they can vary because of they decide whether they connect. Some people like Mr. Mengot know say they connect from the UK, and Mr. Jamboria we I go ask for let say something very shortly, and they connect from Norway. So we get different variations. So for that reason, we can kind of a little bit come a little bit late or stuff, but we always try for keep on within 3 o'clock Eastern Standard Time to 3:30 or 35 or 45, around I lost it between 3 and 4 Eastern Standard Time. So I just went for bring to our attention. And before again, I bring Mr. Jamboria Volley say something. I don't say I don't pull the cat out of the bag when I don't see a handsome face already. But let us talk about Thursday. Thursday, I not be able for come on my program with na politics and economics because I will get so much work for do na my day job that I be work even na net because something be really do, and on I know say na down they put table food na my table, and not to say I disregard una. I see few comments them, one of the comments them a kind of I deserve for apologize for that because the person say hey, all time they cancel and stuff, so that means people really like what you they say or they agree with we that they look forward for yeah what you they say. So and again, I not take that comment there in a negative form, and other person say oh that kind of disappointing way, and then it end up for say okay. So I want for tell now two comments that I read, but I want for tell all the people that will comment on that, and I want for tender even though we put notice to that effect, but I want for tender apologies as well. Why we're not able to come on Thursday. So enough of me. Let's turn now to the man we get for do most of the talking. Me just the chuk okay? But Ingo do most of the talking. And by the way, at a later time, Madam Fadima, I can always say the diva of VOS, instead go join me for let we rub mott. So, but before I pass on to Mr. Jamboria, I just want for set the stage. So we specifically ask a question, say, what do you think, say, now the biggest challenge where Salon they face? Particularly with the political system, because we know say politics is responsible for almost everything. if not everything. So let we try for understand. So we go put them in a form of a poll. Unfortunately, something they go wrong with the YouTube polling system. So we will only put the polling now with Facebook page, and we go ask the same question that is seen at the screen, and then the answers them A go be corruption, B go be electoral reforms, C go be economic policy, and D go be trust. And I believe that some of una go guess the position of Mr. Jamboree and I, but una disregard in brilliant arguments the way it go throughout to that. Una just keep to wetin una think say na the biggest challenge
Yeah.
wey dey face the political system in this country. So let pass una now to Mr. Jamboria. Let and also not to somebody we require introduction, but let it say something before I come deep into how we get for approach the discussion tonight. So over to you, Mr. Jamboria, and thank you so much for joining me tonight.
Yes, thank you, sir. I like for be a Sierra Leonean. So to me, Creole fambul them, I go say unakusha. To the Timni, I say no piari, second. And to the Mendes, I will say Bondesia, Awana. You know, we country need some of them discussions, yeah. We need more discussions because we need forget we thinking process is right so that we were able to move forward as a nation. For most of us, the concept of Sierra Leone is at variance. For a lot of us, the map of Sierra Leone is just something on a piece of paper. But I believe that through the discussions here, through the interactions here, we were able to begin to understand, say, oh, we all not fumble them. We all get this problem. We all get these challenges. How we could treat them together. Today, on issue we can discuss is what are the biggest challenge we get in a salon? When I say challenge, some people go call them problem, which is correct. But when you look and say na something where you able to solve, you go say na a challenge. What are the biggest challenge we'll get as a people where they consider say with the inside that map we look like diamond. That's where they can lay today to now. And we're not gonna say the answer what they get today are the most correct or not the final answer. But let it clear sooner let begin think. Because now this way and the only way we'll go change that Sierra Leone. We'll begin understand say this now problem. These are the things they will for do for make we able to solve this problem. Then I believe so we're able to develop as a nation. If I reach this, I will stop so fast here. I think we next guest don't come.
Well, as a matter of fact, he's a co-host. So now me na the guest now. Yeah.
Okay, okay,
I
agreed.
Yes, I want to say thank you to Mr. Jamburia and Madam Fadima will join me very shortly. In a time forget one or two things then together. And thank you very much again for that way where you put this whole thing. So Fambule, we get boku things them we want for discuss with una. And some of the things them, in fact, now I go say breaking news. And that's very good though, because VOS we always try for make sure say we're on top of things, and particularly the show when a social media review. So we want for make sure say all the things them where they make headline now social media, then things then they talk about them. And quite recently, as recent as today, As a matter of fact, me not be even aware of this. Mr. Jambury and I bring unto my attention, as diverse as it be, as current as it bring the attention, my attention to this one. So let us set the stage in terms of the things them we want to discuss. One thing where they go around where na a video they go around where they put Belle woman na amok. We get for talk about that. And we get for talk about the first lady, Mrs. Bill. I call her Mrs. Bill because I want for let we look at the angle we take. It take that angle there, the speech where again at Harvard University Center. That speech there is say it a do am on behalf of himself as Sierra Leonean citizen. So I want we look from the angle there, and probably Una go get a different angle. Say, well, it go as representative of the country or on official issue or whatever it is, official capacity. But one thing where I want to make clear is I want for let we take them by in words where it is say what it is say as private citizen. So let we get the benefit of the doubt because the thing where I want for let we emphasize on mostly now waiting is say because some of them things then the way I highlight, but who citizens them agree with their issues then they. But I'm one of the reasons we ask this question because the things that we highlight, part of then the question where we ask, it fall in under that category there. The challenges them. So let we able first for identify the major challenges them we salon they face, and then we go look into the solution and we get the able people here. We go able for help we for better understand this whole dynamics. So again, I don't know if we divad already for AC8. so, so,
Mario,
so
I'm not
yes.
getting.
So
Thank
my
you.
family then again we own VOS Diva and we get plenty divas there. As I can always tell Una, I just feel about papa for twins them. You know, one moment where you and the other one meet, you talk fine about them, but we get plenty great women them now VOS and Una know VOS very inclusive. So la pass on to Madam Fadima, let it tell Una one or two things and let's set the stage as to waiting with the can nyaka nyaka tonight. Over to you, Madam Fadima, please.
Okay, good evening, everyone. Good afternoon, good evening. Anytime na day na the world, good afternoon to me, Nayana, Killing, Texas. I'm happy to be here again for Give Me Voice, to out for help. We can't go before because my intention, I speak of me and I speak for most people that are men I trust that I'm sitting with today. I know say the intention is Sierra Leone. And this is a social media review and we kind of like how Mr. Carbodon sets the stage. We they can talk about the issues that are trending on social media. One of the issue them, one of the biggest one of all. Now this woman, this Combra, this mommy, we were born in Peking, but for the longest time, our governments, our governments have failed. The remote villages suffer the blunt of the neglect, negligence, corruption, and all that stuff. The city, I'm not saying it's okay, but at least small thing they wait and follow on. But this woman, all she wanted to do was natural, just to give back and bring forth a child for carry in generation. But unfortunately, we can't we people them where we don't choose and voted for so many times continue for failing. And the sad part of it is when something happen, we begin say, oh well, what you do, you read this party, say, oh well, when you party be name power, but you're not one. Why you for condemn me on party? But we're talking about the now. We can't keep going back to yesterday. How we for fix the problem for go forward? These are the things that when they develop sustainable development, we go able give people a chance. By this time, person not get for die for born picking. Past rare occasions. Even in this country, you get very few, very what they call, but as simple as for F come out from one side to the other, touch the person go. And these are just people the way they around. Humanitarians say the family member didn't say we get for care and go, then they try for saving life. But unfortunately, we not get the provision. And also we get for Yari with First Lady. Madam Fatima Bio and speak as a Sierra Leonean. Yes, it speak as a Sierra Leonean. It's all good. We gladly where it talk. But we get for can pull apart what it talk, what it makes sense and what it not make sense. Was she really speaking as a Sierra Leonean? Or was she speaking as a first lady? And if you speak on that kind, what it and call day, because you get a title behind you, we therefore cannot say sometimes it's a policy statement that we make say now so we people them, so we therefore be very careful but we'll pick them apart. And also the other one again, like Mr. Kago say, other thing that we get for God much fun because this is on social media I agree again, and I'm glad for there. I just came back and I'm happy to join you. And Mr. Shilon, we're gonna miss you, sir, but I know you'll be back very soon next week or so. So thank you, Mr. Kago, for filling in, and thank you for hosting the program today. Thank you very much, sir. And to you, Mr. Jallo, I salute you, sir. A voice for the people. Thank you.
Ab-
Thank
ab-
you.
Absolutely. And thank you to now both. And let I not skip Mr. Shillon in tradition or the social media review tradition. It can put some numbers then we can remind you now of way for call. And the number for call, if you in North America, where in order for pay anything according to provider and a toll free, you can call 1-866-944-7722. 1-866-944-7722. If you're in a UK, it will be a local call for you. This other number now +4420 8089 1455 +4420 8089 1455. And if you're in Australia, it will be a local call for you as well. And that number for call now +61 2909 84 337 +61 2909 84 337. If you're not in any of them place here, but you still want for call we, yes, you can able for do that. And how you able to do that? We can, well, again, this Mr. Shillon Inc. He make the Englishman way. It's saying a universal number. Me they call him the country way, saying a one port number. So the one port number slash universal number where you can call if you're not in all the places where I don't call. Now we WhatsApp number, and that number then 1-343-997-5828. 1-343-997-5828. And also, if you this salon or any other side, you can able for either tune in to we various radio station or salon, Freetown specifically, with a 91.9 FM, or you download we mobile app where now if you type VOS television, now either Google Play Store or if you dey use Android or Apple Store if you dey use Apple phone or any Apple device. So download the VOS app, and if you just type VOS television, you go able for see we download we, and you go able for watch we live on that platform day. So the phone lines them with the permission of both Mr. Madam Fadima and Mr. Jambourier, we go open the phone line right away. So if they did talk, just follow and not stay too long na the line. I go make a sign behind the scene and tell them, say, yeah, on a kind of hold on small. Let we give one or two people a chance. But because we get the program so jam packed, what we go do maximum number of calls at a time will be three maximum, because our law structure, I mean, in a sense that we not just want for talk about the issues them, even though not that not the questions, not the question, but we want for also possibly talk about solutions them. So now that make we want for my own program and also una can dominator with calls them, but they are big. Let not be a terrible host. I go limit the calls them. So in that regard, I just want for make una know that. And as Madam Fadima don't say all this, let us show una in addition the things that we go talk about. Um, the first thing we want for give una update on um, again, this not to in the sequence, then we'll decide. But we want for you an update on the MCC because this is not something we're very political. Talking about the MCC, we're not the Millennium Challenge Corporation. So the Sierra Network, as of today, actually, not too long ago, Mr. Jamboria, thank you so much for that. And I bring into to my attention because I'll not be able to see this update say MCC set to negotiate 2024 compact with government of Sierra Leone. So now positive thing if really they're not ready for negotiate because again, now we put your political affiliation aside, but the question now is Sierra Leone. So overall, if Salonga for benefits, yes, but at the same time, if it's not completely clear in terms of how for resolve things then where we not go back to waiting on bring rules outcome, we need for friend way for resolve. So in order for resolve another great to me actually now another breaking news, the same Sierra network, I mean Sierra loaded, get this one where they say foreign election exports, then they come na salon for can help how for reform we electoral system. So this again another encouraging thing. We, in my opinion, but I go left them to the panelists them. Let we all talk we own way how we see it here. So the other thing we will talk about, in addition to waiting Madam Fadima don't talk about in terms of the First Lady, in terms of the Cobra, I mean that Bele woman will be get issue. So the other thing we will talk about is this the question when we ask, part of the answer deal with public trust. So President Bill, it set a stage where it talk about constitutional review, but in that particular occasion day, during that occasion day, it talk about say, get no intention for run for a third term because Baku of we, including myself, get a little bit of suspicion. So now they the public trust come in because of lack of public trust, or who people then will question whether or not they will believe President Bill. So this now the things them as soon as see them plenty for talk about. So what thing I go do now for basically begin for talk about the entire I want first get Umbrana ya. Well, man can be Umbrano, so Madam Fatima.
Man said they be kumbra, but none of the
Yes.
woman they born and they feel the pain. But you got good men them among us where they feel the pain side by side and they in sympathy and empathy empathize with the woman. You get a lot of supportive men, and we need more of them. But we're getting better there. We're getting better.
Exactly. So in that
We're getting better.
regard, for set the stage, because not all everybody we currently they watch probably don't see this video. I know say major beaucoup people that don't see them. But just for refresh on our memory, not a long video, now less than 2 minute video. Let we play this video and begin talk about the issue yeah. Waiting we feel say now the most pressing challenge we salon they face. This now one of them, and we get Kumbrana yeah, when mama and myself na daddy, Mr. Jamboria na daddy. So we all na kumbaya, but let we get more from the female perspective, the mama perspective, because then now with something happen with them picking them, then beleki even something can get like you get a sort of reaction right away. So we not able to explain that. But let we play the video, and then will come back. Let we talk about what we see missing will result in this kind of situation. Now that country the way we all love. Una no go no side, una stay tuned. And again, I go ask una for let we una share. So more
Share
people can
and
go
like.
yes. And I
Yes,
will
share,
face
like,
the
and
page.
comment, please. Share,
Exactly.
like, and comment.
All we platform them. So now stay tuned.
That's what we
We will
left
come right,
macho.
yes. We will come right back after this.
Yeah, so this Nigeria Moria, na a pregnancy woman now carry so we would carry go Nigeria because of lack of medical center. Now with the strain, a belly woman now would work out so. From here to Iraya, would work out by foot. We not get no ambulance where they come for them. Now pass work out for good day. Health center now they we not even get secure policy with a medical with the help we in this store. So they let the government see. Look at the majority where they work at this night. Today, na inside Iremora, and they would so. Now the kind thing where they happen inside Mora and this so. Now Beleuma and I would travel so. By this 1 o'clock at night, wait tomorrow for B, pray day, and today we dey inside this kind pain and agony. We are with the beg on behalf of the government and other humanitarian bodies. They will not see to the strain and the pain. What them family they take. And the Beleuma and I they go so. Look at the people them where they go there for go left for Nigeria for the health center. Do you allow us see to this pain?
Okay, Madam Fadima, you go first.
I, I
What
mean, I mean, I mean, I mean, I they ask who's here with it? Who's here this? Who's here this? Somebody wake me up. Who's here with it, man? This is 2020. I beg una be a me small because
yeah,
they can call me cry, baby.
2024.
These are the things that hurt my heart. 2024, we see this they happen to we people them. And we are all sitting silently by and watching government after government. We dey support them people and we don't get the courage for speak up, for say we want better. Look at this. A woman in rights. Now the word we God gave for reproduce. Because it born at a certain location. Now the only fault that they get. And it don't get chance for bringing Pekin into this world. And not get chance for able for hold the Pekin and be a mother to that child. Sierra Leone'S, what thing with people and they do and what thing we self they do? That is the question we always they ask. How will we solve this problem? If we not open with what and demand from with government, we go continue to see that. I hear some people in our social media, they open their mouths, they talk things them. Oh, na propaganda. Oh, na this and that. That's reality. That's the life. That's the reality of those people in those little villages that have been forgotten by our government. One of the things that scare me every time I go salon, healthcare. I can say, Papa God, if something do me now, how one thing will happen? How I'm always in a panic and alert mode. My anxiety goes up because we don't have healthcare system. Ambulance for drive. I remember a couple of years ago there were ambulances that were given, and some people are glad, yeah, we don't get ambulance. And I remember somebody in the social media. I said, "This is ambulance. What's in the ambulance? Ambulance for being mini hospital where they save life before it able go to the doctor. When an ambulance comes, it's a mini hospital. There are things in there, but we get only an ambulance with a stretcher. We get an ambulance, we don't even get gas for able to drive the person to the next thing. It's just a transportation. But ambulance, the thing of an ambulance is there. The EMS comes at a place, inside hospital, not there for take you the fastest enough time for can you go help for save your life. We can die any time, yes, not true. But I don't want die. I want dying at the place where they say we did everything we could, but now me time reach. But salon, we hospital, then a death chamber. We governments, then they come. They're not they even think about anything. That they're not out, and they acquire wealth and acquire status and just have big names and titles. We know they see change. We know they see change, and the people are accepting this. That is the thing that hurts. Because if you don't demand thing, it is your right. Now we right. But if we don't know we right, if we don't demand things and say we need hospital a necessity, not a luxury. Now, one of necessities of life, somewhere that is going in a community, in a society, at least every community for able to get something top notch we're going able, because we minister them, we presidents them, we parliamentarians them, then family them, and then when they went in at the illegal, guess what? In a second, they can charter a flight or they can pay a ticket to go over there for let them go take care of them. But we see our people dying, and we, the Sierra Leonean, there, we, the Sierra Leonean, we sit quietly by and they wait for now government they can do, and government not go do one because government they do what government want to do. But you now you the demand to government what you want for save your life. This is pathetic. It is shameful. It is hurtful. It is disgraceful for 2024. 2024, the year of our God, 2024, we see them here. And then we they dance and clap for we politician them. And then we they fight for them and defend them. Because now we tribesman, because now we party, because now waiting because we know they talk for the masses of the people. Everybody's looking out for themselves. That's why we find ourselves out there. So collectively, if Sierra Leoneans don't wake up and come together and demand, they will keep going on mediocrity. It is sad. May that poor woman in soul rest in peace. May God comfort in people them. May the Almighty Allah comfort in people them because they are hurting and she doesn't deserve to die like that. And I know
Well,
that you won in the district, even the district, wherever district there. I know that you won the parliamentarian and go the woman in Belgium. I'm not seeing that yet too.
well,
They go
Madam
see
Fadima,
that.
yeah, Madam Fadima, I don't know if he don't die though, because Lamuana Ba say na the Pekin die. It
Okay.
say yes, it say according to
Okay.
Ramdo, because it put something where it say the woman. Let's just kind of read and quick
Okay,
before
read that please. Yes, yes,
yeah,
sir.
before I bring Mr. Jambo here. So it tweets
Thank
now
you.
say, yes, with the help of a colleague in Kabbalah, I have verified this video. And again, to your point, where people in the scene are propaganda and a lie and stuff, Lamwana say verify about the video. And it's indeed from somewhere in Falaba district. I spoke to a senior health official at the Kabbalah Government Hospital who confirmed that a 37-year-old woman who arrived at the hospital on Wednesday, 10th April 2024, and we're all losing up with that, at around 4
Yes.
a.m. was referred to them from this now again another unit, peripheral health unit, where she arrived on on a hammock. And we know saying that this very woman, she had some complications after home delivery was attempted, but was able to deliver the baby, who died a few hours before she arrived at the hospital. She is, however, stable condition and will be discharged later. So
Okay.
the person I spoke to confirmed that they almost always have similar cases with pregnant women who arrive late at the hospital. Now in 2024, we are still having issues with providing ambulance services. I am sure not only in Falaba, but other parts of the country. I shared my experience of how I saw people using Okada in Mashaka, in Freetown. I've seen the same with emergencies. So laptop day, and let us bring Mr. Jamburia. Mr. Jamburia is a Sierra Leonean as Papa. And this woman, with all that complication, yes, they say it's stable, but who knows if it will even live long? Because na yasef some complications they way with all like Madam Fadima saying, Then go tell you say they do everything humanly possible, but yet complication can still kill people them. So this woman, we don't know. But I get other questions that were attached to this. But Mr. Jamboria, overall, waiting are you take on this issue? Waiting you feel, say, as Sierra Leonean, when you first see this video, waiting come na your mind?
If get for be honest, Mr. Cabo, I see a society that is dysfunctional and a society that is stepping backwards, not forward. Deliberately, they say we are stepping backward, not forward, because I worked in Sierra Leone up to 1997. I left Sierra Leone on the 2nd of June 1998. And I would say everything be there in place. But as far as I know, somebody coming from a family with a medical tradition, my grandpa have been dispenser, my namesake. The way he named them give me boy. I've been dispenser na Songo. Now I make I grow up na Songo because I grow with them. My mama have been nursing sister. My papa have been there in the medical profession. I know so much about the medical system who been there before na Sierra Leone and waiting there now. Now backwards we don't go. Even to the time when Sierra Leone been very difficult in the 80s, when we had Dr. Wilshire Johnson as Minister of Health, we been get an healthcare system that is far more better than what we have now.
Oh, yes.
The hospitals were not all well equipped, but there was this cost recovery program supported by UNICEF. You been get people let them in the train as healthcare assistant, traditional birth assistants, them. We've been there all over the country. We had a functioning system which was deteriorating also at that time. But we don't go beyond deterioration now. And the other question is, what are we doing in Sierra Leone? When I say what are we doing, I specifically refer to those of us who consider ourselves to be educated, those of us who are occupying public offices. What are we doing? Do we really understand what it means to govern ourselves? Because if we understand what it means for govern ourselves, some of the things therefore don't go away. When the expenses for don't develop like Europe, but at least if we don't go steps wherein the ambulance they will be get during the Ebola term, then for don't make effort for improve out them, as Fadima say. You see, we the people of Sierra Leone will get for change certain perceptions about issues them where they affect we. When you talk about health, what people look at, oh, they're not build hospital. The building is not the issue, the equipment and the personnel. Look at Fadima rightly say, ambulance we just a mock. It's an ambulance. It should be a mini hospital. And no say during the 70s and even to mid 80s, we been get a paramedical school Nabo. We been they train paramedics. Do we still have that school? Because the issue of paramedics, now people them wait for they do them for state duties, people they go na there outline clinics for make sure say then give emergency treatment. If thing no work, then refer them. Like I say in the beginning, my grandpa, my namesake, been the Songo as dispenser. In those days, in the 60s, there were ambulances. And as a matter of fact, because we get railway at that time, we get telephone system, then we make sure say the house of the dispenser na Songo be get telephone. The house, who said grew up na Songo telephone bin the day. The paramount chief bin get telephone. There was a general telephone at the court barry. Why? Because If emergency be the part they call, then be the cow then cases here. If they call Freetown, say I get this emergency, ambulance the car can't take the person. But why have we gone back? The question is, what is this education that we are talking about? How has it paid us? Because to say I have an education, I have this, I have that, is it helping you? Is it helping your society? This is part of the challenges. This is part of the challenges. Today's topic is, what do you think is the biggest challenge facing Sierra Leone? If you ask me, Mr. Cabo, I go add one more side to the challenges. Let the public review them. I go add the word ignorance. Ignorance, not to insult. We cannot know everything. But if we don't find out, then we continue to be in ignorance. And our leaders finding out what is necessary to govern a stable country, if they have found out, have they done any costing to know what it costs to run an efficient country? If they don't do the costing, have they thought about a way to get the revenue to run that program? Are we always going to wait for international community, MCC, this and that, for Kandu for we? These are challenging questions we have to face if we mean for make Sierra Leone. And the other last question is, where is also they go with ignorance? Do we understand what it means to be a Sierra Leonean? If we do, why do we leave people to suffer this way? Do we respect religion? Do we know that the 10 Commandments all point to one fact? Do unto others as you want done unto you. Sierra Leoneans should think about these questions. These are challenges. We challenge not to politics. We challenge not to corruption. We challenge it then we hate the way we think. And until we ask them questions, we not go get the equation right. I go end and they first up. That will not take too much time.
Absolutely. And this now because of the emotion we attach to the story. So now, Madam Fadima, you talk about people, they say una propaganda and stuff. Let we go into politics a little bit. Now, according to Lamrana, say they end up for Kerangona Kabbalah Government Hospital. Kabbalah, if I get me geography right, it is inside Koinadugu district.
Yeah.
Falaba are a district on its own. So why in God's name, former Ernest Koroma establish a district and establish all the essential things them where a district supposed forget? Mr. Jamborea, again, this because you see one thing we make you always do.
Mr. Cabo,
Yes, sir.
you have raised the question again of ignorance. I am
Yes.
deliberate about the word ignorance. You know why?
Mm-hmm.
We get the conception that we might say development is about building buildings, building roads, and not providing the capacity
Yes.
for sustenance and continuity. Even education, one of the reasons we make our education don't go down the drains, we look at the buildings, not the teaching staff, not the equipment of the schools, not the provision of materials for learning.
Yes, I completely understand. I completely understand that, sir.
All
But
of these are products
the
of
point,
ignorance.
okay,
Getting
the point.
people in offices when not understand what thing for do, then they go and build something that make big noise.
Okay, I understand. I understand that. But the point what I'm making here is I want let this topic not be politics. Now, I want to remind we APC brothers and sisters, say then suppose for go as far back as Ernest Koroma, where and not get no business for establish additional 2 districts, if not to any reason of political expediency. And not get no reason for doing that. So, but where he say one do 'em, every district, if I understand correctly, supposed to get certain amenities we qualify them for be districts. And
That's where the
government,
politics.
yes,
Okay, go ahead. Finish your thoughts, sir. Finish your thought.
yes,
I'll
and
come.
government hospital are one of the things than that. So
They
it
forget hospital, they forget schools.
yes, yes. And so our love begin from that point there. Because the other side goes say, oh now this government and stuff. But if we stop for the point finger, because again the reason we make they bring this, where SLPP get for commoner power, then we begin see the impact of the negligence, the incompetence. Then guess what? SLPP people then go begin blame the current administration. Because to them supporters them, they not believe say government na continuity. Because again, another thing where I want to bring Madam Fadima, how in God's name therefore carry that woman for very long. So it means
4 hours from 1 o'clock to 4 o'clock. Now you're right.
ex-
1, 2,
ex-
3, 4. 3,
exactly.
4.
So
They whack
You go
her.
that's
imagine the pain where that woman go through that period, carrying her on a
exactly.
hammock.
Exactly. And what did they also tell we? They tell we say they not get accessible motor road. Because otherwise the
Mhm.
able don't
Yeah,
call motor.
yeah, yeah.
So and you know go tell me say if that accessible motorway be dead in 6 years, that place there for them block. They're not go tell me
No.
that. So it very clear say you open a whole district, put the necessary amenities them we qualify that place because you identify the place. Say the place
Yeah.
don't big enough for let you declare a district. That's not the identification that. So, but yet you neglect other necessities them, and then people that want to play politics with this.
Yeah. And the sad part, sir, the sad part is these people that we choose them, we go, we vote, or maybe they force their way through either way. Then go and say elections, they win. The people then trust in and they believe in them. But the people then they forget the problem. So I blame in as much as Anescoma, when he make them place in there, every district forget at least, like you say, all these amenities, they forget hospital, they forget school, they forget the market, they forget side where people then go able for exchange goods and services, we were able to make them a healthy society or community. But we government them and with people that what they put, they don't have foresight, they don't have a vision, they don't have empathy for the people, they don't care. This is what it's showing because the way when they do stuff, they don't care about the needs of the people. They're just doing it to score points. Oh, and as command can build this building that yeah, in Lekwi, but nothing. That's a building that has nothing to improve your life. Oh, Madam, you don't come. It don't come make this, that. Hey, don't build this, it don't build this, but nothing to improve the people's life. And that's what the people don't see. And then I'm in frustration. How can we not begin to open our eyes and see? And this burden, we the big one them, we don't fail we picking them to come. So like me, and they put me months there for encourage we young one there, especially for begin team up and demand. Because we grew up in that generation, how for do. That's so God say, one day, no. God give we this art for work, like they say, and conquer. And for let you get what's in the call, it is your innate right. You are born to able for thrive and what's in the concept. But if we have government after government that is not putting we needs first. And it's all about them. All we see is the show glamorous life to us and show that they don't care. Come on now. It's about time for Sierra Leoneans to wake up and demand more. That is my thing here. Not to fight government, but to ask for more. We demand more, we demand better. We save
We're
Namami Bon,
not
we save
fighting.
let we able for make the environment where everybody will get equal right for able to thrive. Let me say
Absolutely.
this,
Well,
Sorry, Madam Padima, I was going to rudely cut you off. But if you remember we last show, I deliberately make them display chapter 2 of we constitution.
yes,
We
sir.
are not fighting government because we are the government. Sovereignty belongs to the people. It's our right to ask. Just begin to get that clear. It's our right to ask. If the people then get a condition, they will not happen. So, now the right of the people of Sierra Leone for ask the governor say, why are we living in the 13th century in 2024?
2024.
all right. Let we Olande. Let we take a call, and then we go come right back because we get Bokutin for talk about, and this I want let we use this show for speak truth to power. And VOS network caller, what's your name and who they call we from, please? Go ahead. WhatsApp.
Hello, viewers. This is Umaru the call. Una good evening,
Hello.
Una. Thank you.
Hello, Mr.
Yes,
Emma.
ma'am.
Thank you so much. We
Una,
get jam-packed program, so I'll keep to the 3 minutes. Yeah, thank you. Go
yeah,
ahead, sir.
Una. Thank you for talk to people who need the listing.
Them go
One
listen
thing
one
where
day.
is frustrating about that country,
Not go tire.
the
Go ahead.
people we serve, just like what Mr. Jamboro at the talk. Now we write for acts, but we need to ask questions. You know, and when he talks small, we the same people, they boil everything down to SFPP APC. So in that form, we need to get any moral grounds as Sierra Leoneans to ask questions. Because why I say so? If you want to ask question as an ordinary Sierra Leonean, you get a particular group who go kind of say no, and they want to don't do so. If you want to ask a question, you get a particular group, and these people are not politicians. These people are ordinary people. If some of them they're not even close to the power. But just because of the regionalism, tribalism, and so on, then decide say they go defend anything, whether it be their interest or not. Then they defend. Then I defend them all they bought and I defend. And that's then our problem. When you check the what Momi Fatima they talk, Momi Fatima, sorry, you know they can sleep. Oh, you wake. Now just in reality, not to sleep in the Canada country. You know, but not just because of within one side. You just stand like when you don't sleep. You know, get nobody for waking up. Time they beat you, and then Sierra Leone. You know, and you they watch. When you talk now, they make matter be when at the president because we can talk to them directly. Now one of the people wait for take that country, make serious. Now one of the people wait for show example. Because now one of the deprived youth at that time, it then risks their life, they then about her even forget a benefit from the government, the noble get, then decide for come na free to come for food, so the end of a kind of power. So matter people for know the seriousness of development. If you know the seriousness of when people are deprived. So, but if he as the president, he not able to know, or maybe first he know not forget, he don't forget. This one nobody know for the near away because now when people around you they tell it you know sabi, but when you sabi you don't live them, you don't experience them. You know nobody for tell you. You know, so now that's we problem. No, she don't say past and tell you. And one thing again, where Sierra Leoneans were discouraged, we like this tier, everything free bus, free education, free health. Let we stop this free, and let we start for pay for services. Let we not only encourage when it comes in terms of insurance, let we not only put into only vehicle insurance. At least let them make a system where they get health insurance. If somebody get the pay, let you know say at the end of the day, at the pay I will get the health services where I pay for. You know, let just left this politics, just like what Mr. Kago talked at the beginning. Low left the politics, low begin to ask legitimate questions. Questions are there to ask. But we, the citizens themselves, now we need to allow the politicians to answer the questions. Let we start for all them. Civil society, let us stand on grounds and let we all stand, let we start to ask politicians the right questions and we demand the right answers. Thank you very much.
All right. Let me take one more call and then I will give chance to the panelists. VS Network, hello caller. What's your name and side you call it from, please?
Yes, good evening, Mr. Kago, Madam Fadima, and Mr. Chamboria. Mina Ahmed, I call from UK.
Hello, brother. Thank you so much. Go ahead, please. Waiting are
Yes,
you
thank
additional?
you. Yes. It started me actually. I don't watch that video, and I see Madam Fadima. I can see, the passion. Now the kind of people that we want, but now they will not get leaders we feel sympathy for the people. The network will agree, say, they will not be developed. Even when we're young, we will come out, people they come out and village they go, we see the remote areas. From if you come out Tongo now, go Giliama, go number 9, go Wima. You see some remote villages, some that's the doctor, then come out some medicine. We understand that. So, but at least you see some health areas and now we don't improve because now there is a lot of noise. But when you get a government, people they will really sympathize with the people them, and then from going to the remote area again, because they're innocent completely. But they say they get a district headquarters towns them, even some of the major towns them, even for set up some of their health centers there. One will be young, remember what will be the goal every Friday, sometimes they can come with a team of people them. Imagine them they make out the team of people when they come, they say they can't immunize them at least, and they come. They come on the village and they work at the camp. They can do them from time to time. Those days they remember because I can only school have village to campus. Remember when they come some medical people they can at the village and they come at speaking them, they can look at check them they happen. But now people don't grow, no grow. Them are what they can they say do what that do. That's what they say they do a minute. Remember when before the election, when they say that something, they get a boss, they say a mobility boss. Then people that are all alive. And it is Jakabo will not ever take of them staff living government. I want what I want to talk about health insurance and this. You know, people don't get to for the insurance, you don't get value to you. No safety, the insurance you don't get value. Go pay for health insurance. That's alone. Now, salon, I didn't pay health insurance. We parliamentary, the 6 months, they don't make law. You know, they reflect nothing. If they see them government and then people that then guy them because and abroad that they don't get nothing. So they look how they build. Go na beach, go look, go na beach and then also they na parliament, so they na minister, so they get them bad and this. Manager will tell them. So just they rip the people off. And they display motocar them. The people that they cry, they see them, they don't say they now. But they try to compare. Oh, na so we don't dey. No. Forget say na so we don't dey. No go move forward. When people they carry some things way good, for more implement good things, for the only say compare say way because na for the bad district, now more APC dominated or so no one go make it. No, we the same way Alex within our power. At least then allow we make road, we make the time, they make some more stuff for them. You want only leave this to the doctor brothers there. But people then they talk and say, now so they be developing. But what is this government for tell we about now? Which hospital mother build one bill? Why don't they say they can make more than hospital diagnostic center? What is center for God's sake? What could not pray for point in there? Now this kind of life there that they use for kind of power, I don't know they deceive the people then. Then people that they deceive people then there's nothing what to receive. There's nothing like health. There's the water business you don't go beyond, the life will become worse under this particular. We don't go pray for mentions of the there. We will only pay for government responsibility. Only for take gun. And they can not all gun, but when they get a top judiciary, they get a top civil society, when they cater for the people, they do the right thing. You see how them come out? They don't go fetch up, they motivate, they allow that they give them chance, but still, not that. You only for go take gun. But they push me because the people wait for save we today, now I don't join the military, the police, the judiciary, and they don't put you for all of this. Now they could do something today. Today election of the part drag. We need to tripartite meeting there. Just for the greediness of some few people there, and they always today. So we will continue for talk there, but we will continue for many people okay and talk. And they're responsible. Thank you very much. I want to thank you for the opportunity.
All right. Thank you so much, brother. And Madam Fadima, you don't say me kisabi tease people, man, because they really did. So yeah, but permit we let we take one more call and pause the because the the
The yeah, the
yes
voice, the voice of
Go
Sierra
ahead.
Leone. We're the voice
exactly
of Sierra Leone. Yes, sir.
the queue don't line up now. We don't tease,
Hello?
we don't trigger them. VS Network, hello caller. Waiting your name and say they call me from, please.
I dey call from Maryland, United States.
Thank you very much. And waiting you take on the program tonight, sir, please. Go ahead.
Is this Mr. Kagbo?
Yes, yes, Mr. Kagbo, Mr. Jamboria, and Madam Fadima.
Yeah, I see you. I see. I listen to you on the show now. I mean to say we're not done because I don't know. I become Mr. Shilek. You always saying at 3 o'clock like you start in the afternoon.
Yeah, well, go ahead now. Let you not burn too much of your time. What do you want
Yes,
for
sir.
ad? Go
Now,
ahead.
I want really. Yeah, what in I want? You want me to go on the show or what?
No, go ahead. Just talk what you want to talk.
You're
You don't
on
like.
the show.
You're on the
Yeah,
show.
what thing I want to talk is, what I want to talk is, and what do I want to? I want to talk in reference to this woman when they took na amok.
Yes, go ahead.
Yeah.
It's very pathetic. When I don't do the first, I think Mr. Ashilon they don't play this amok this woman first. Yes, well, I see, it's very pathetic, Mr. Kagbo. Very very pathetic. It's so pathetic in a way that I don't know how BO with president. If you don't see himself, he called them a cabal. What I can call. He then look that video there and go tell them. Say, boy, they told woman mock for medical. I go feel if na your mama, your mother, they told her that mock day, they go to other village, medical attention. I go feel. I want make video reply me that reply there. If I get the chance, I want make people reply me. Instead of you go buy expensive car like that one day. Expensive car. We go before get small medical clinic in that area there. For that service that they man they need so. How do you go fear? In touch word, instead they go lecture. Democracy. Na Pennsylvania University. I would like for dear Mr. Kagbo, dear na seminar video they come. Let's say go to this center here, maybe they say go see him. Because I'm getting church with the deputy director on that center day. I express me feeling to them. Then I say the center all apology to Sierra Leoneans. Because we are hot Sierra Leoneans. If we are research properly about that man, we're not going to ever talk to ourselves. Instead of when I say when I invite them, we go give speech on democracy. What a shame. What a shame. Big shame. Dear Mr. Kagbo, I beg you, sir, in the name of God, send that video record to me. I want for send and go to the center. When the center is a C. I tell them say that this na the case where I may appeal to them. You're not fit for going to that place to go give speech at all. You're not fit. You're not fit today, not fit tomorrow. Somebody go give a speech on democracy. Look what how they treat a fellow citizen.
All right. Unfortunately, the time done.
I will call back, sir.
Yes. What you go do? I'm not go send them to you directly, but I go post on a VOS Facebook, and then just take the link and carry and go.
If you keep posting a VOS
Yes.
book, all right,
Yes.
sir.
Yes.
And please, before you go, sir,
Yes.
I don't know what happened when you apps them. I try for download them, but still not able to open them. They say the owner shut down.
Oh, okay. Now the old one. The old one we lock them. So
Uh-huh.
yeah, so go to the
Go
link at
back
the
again.
same Facebook and click on the link. It will show you the new one. Now the old one. I don't get
Yeah,
boku
because
people
my
and we
mom say
don't
I
contact.
don't down now because it tell me say a lock. The owner lock
Yes, no,
lock.
now the old one you still the
Hold
download.
on.
Yeah,
Yeah.
please. We'll go try for fix that, unfortunately. But let we talk about that. Send we email. Now info at
Hey, what is
v
your phone number, sir? I always get in touch with you, but I seem that I lost your number.
okay, well send email. I prefer email. The email address for VOS now info at
Can
v
you send it on my phone number?
I not get your phone number. But anyways,
Can you give me phone number?
no, Lano take him off. Lano take him on air. So just okay, send the message now with WhatsApp, and then we will reply to you. Yeah.
All right, Mr. Carbon.
Okay.
Please.
Yes. Thank you very much, sir. All right.
Thank you so much.
Okay. God bless. So, Madam Fadima, Mr. Jamboria, we get jam-packed program. And the phone line, they really we get Boku people they would all line up. A lot of buzz on the phone line. And Madam Fadima, quickly before we move on to the other topic, let we look at solution now because we don't express waiting we feel seen at the labs, even though no exhaust time. But I believe say the two way you talk, the two way Mr. Jamboria talk, then they sufficient for establish the lapses. So now let we look at solution. What we able do for let this thing not happen again, particularly this magnitude, for let them touch somebody within pain, where in fact that carry within carry and self probably go increase the problem for that long. What do you make of it as a way forward?
The way forward is we governments then begin for prioritize the people the needs. And if we not prioritize the needs, and every district, like they say, for have a big major hospital, then local community, maybe after so many miles, then get like then clinic. Because if we not take healthcare serious, because a healthy nation is a successful nation. And we they see we begin and they die at the age and mortality rate, what, 50 something years for male and female. That is so unacceptable because we don't have health cares. We don't have places to go. Some people then they sell them property, then they sell their land for try for even go out of Sierra Leone. This is 2024. We forget, like how one of the I think it was Mr. Umar or one of the other caller there, I don't remember Usman Padem, talk about when Mother Bio bin come, President Bio Cantori say the money them they do these commissions of inquiry, the money that we then gather, we then make a massive diagnostic center, we go get this wonderful hospital where we not get for go next door, we not get for go to we neighbor them, we self go able for treat with people there. In our country, we don't have preventive medicine. Somebody will talk of forget insurance. Yes, yeah, we get insurance where you go able to go for preventive medicine or something, do you? You go just subsidize a little bit or something. But if we get them things and they in place, the most important thing we forget functional hospitals in every area. At least we forget transportation. If you get a small, even if not the chief in compound, every chief in compound at the district get an ambulance or a vehicle or something we go transport people that we sick. We don't go for go far. Long term we will get helicopter, but now I'm not saying not possible because long term me and you can understand, Mr. Jamboya, that they had helicopters that were going from I think Hastings or whatever when they transport people all the kinds of things and they for do all the kinds of things. Because we cannot keep going back. We going backwards. The people that when they elect, when they sit down, we get Ministry of Health. Dr. Demby don't sit on a board of CDC America, what's it called? There is solution. But we have to have the courage as Sierra Leoneans because you can get the knowledge. A Nigerian lady just said it not too long. I saw the video. We can get the knowledge. We can get the know-how. We can. If we don't have the courage to stand and say no. We have to. This is a must. This is a priority. We people them need this. This is life or death. until the governments then get for prioritize we needs. We get them get for prioritize with this hospital now. One of the way where they prolong with life. Everybody know say God na get life. Nobody no say they die. But now we get something where we go say at least I go somewhere where they go able for take care of me. Now we begin for build district after district. Now we begin for build big efficient hospital where they work, not a death chamber. Now we begin for train with doctor and medical staff them because some of these hospitals, these people are so unprofessional. These people just put money before service, money before people, money before, and the job of the oath of a doctor is to preserve and save life. The oath of the nurse is as Florence Nightingale begin say, we get for take care. That's how Florence Nightingale became a nurse. Where he begin go heal, he care. The care heals people. The facilities heal people. Let we governments them puts in place. Let them begin build and district after district. Let we invest in we nation. Let we encourage we Sierra Leone and then they boku we don't train. Some people get money sit on a bank, but how for gonna a broken society for go invest your life saving. Nobody wants to give up that. But if you get a society where they thrive, I will say, okay, I will go make a clinic in my district. I know Nigerians do it. Nigeria, when they have money, they go to their district, their village where they come out. But we not able to go to a village where we come out. For go put we money inside our village for develop with village. That is the
Okay.
frustration. So if we begin from us government, for begin and we the Sierra Leone and the SFK, we give we own help in hand. Let them make the country let we able for daily for help and give we own before we life and they expire. Let we left for impacts in the world. So now
Wonderful.
that they are
Yeah, Madam Fadima, all what you talk, so you sure say if we begin tackle them or go left Naya tonight?
no, we're not gonna. We talk Baku. We
Yes.
talk Baku. We're not gonna go. We talk Afaf. We gonna talk Afaf.
Exactly. So I want let we take up small. The thing where they can
Okay.
do today, like where
Mm-hmm.
they can right now for minimize or for prevent this kind of thing from happening. You know, now one of the thing that the gaps there where I don't notice by this government, we call them thing in the low hanging fruit. The thing them will not take much for implement. They don't even touch them. They go past something where that bridge, 2 billion. Really? You know, so now that kind of frustration there. So Mr. Jambo here, Madam Fadima don't really make the case. And I agree with all in solutions them, but I feel certain solutions then you get short term, you get medium term, you get long term. But waiting we can able do now for improve the medical facility. And you make a very good point where you say not to just the building, now the equipment. So take them away, make we understand better. Waiting are some of them things that you feel say we can able do now and turn things around in the medium term
No,
as well.
my honest opinion, sir. I would give my honest opinion and I would take responsibility for that opinion. We cannot do much now until we change our mentality. Our mentality wrong in Sierra Leone. All the things we Fadima talk, so now simple things them for do. But do we have the mental infrastructure? Are we thinking in that way? You mentioned about a minister of health who has worked with CDC. Now he's in Sierra Leone. He has the knowledge of how CDC operates. Has he the knowledge of what is needed on the ground in Sierra Leone? Is he environmentally educated? Is he culturally educated to understand that we can do this, and get results? Okay, let we assume, say, that woman who side the road where they did not get coal tar. Because the side where the man them in the work, I think it's a walkable road for a
Wow.
small vehicle.
Mm-hmm.
Look at India. Why would I think say India can with this thing where they don't popularize all over the world, where they call keke?
Okay. Mm-hmm.
How now think say Okada became popular? Now innovative thinking for suit a culture and an environment. All the book of the all about na Sierra Leone able to adopt unto we need. Now make us say we cannot do much now until we change we mentality. The Sierra Leone have stopped for then we first stop for being false to ourselves. There is too much falsehood in our heads. Look me sit down now wear chinch coat, I know wear agbada. That's falsehood. We were brought up to be false. And that falsehood they make when they go backward. We want to be white men when we're Africans. There are simple solutions to them here. I talk this now say there was a time they made a train traditional bath attendants. The complication
Mhm.
older woman gets if there was a traditional bath attendant with train, I'm sure she would have come with a first step solution. When China wanted to develop, Mao Zedong started by training traditional medical personnel. They call them foot doctors. They are foot doctors. Then he make sure say, then go into agriculture for feed the people them, because he be realize say, the human resource of a country is an economic good. They put emphasis on that. Then create the educational system will train the Chinese into becoming technicians and industrialists. Then 40 years down the line, they are a world power today. Are we thinking environmental in Sierra Leone? Are we adapting to the needs of people? That's the way the people and the strain for so they all ambulance. That keke where people and they ride Mr. Cabo. Then can adopt her with a carrier or a caravan, small light aluminium something, what can make locally, then give them basic equipment for first aid. Then make sure say every chiefdom get one or two of them. Are we thinking in Sierra Leone?
So now you don't come to the point where I ask, what do we can do now? And then a vital solution, saying we know very well, say one of the things that we're missing in that particular situation there, that transportation. So
Yes.
that can where you they talk. If they be get something where then go attach na the back, like that's the way you talk about. Therefore be able to lay that woman there, like put if na grass they say for cushion.
Comfortably, and then for take
Yes,
less time.
exactly. So then cushion they use grass for cushion if the place there if they not
I
get
not
spawned.
of grass, now for mattress. If we
Well
depend that
then,
they
then
attached to a keke, every officially the government provide unto every chiefdom for emergencies. You get
yes.
basic first aid kits, oxygen
Yeah.
and anything and they. Then train people them within every chiefdom for handle anything and they. This is the
And that
beginning of development, small steps. Not to forgo by Mercedes my bache. Say we they modernize. It's not modernization. Subject stupidity, backwardness. You
all
buy
right.
something that you don't produce, it cause trouble for you. You
Okay.
come back to base. Now we begin from base. We begin
I've,
do what thing for do so that it will be functional and sustainable. Keke or whatever we get a caravan attached to them, it can be environmentally and culturally adaptable and usable. And they
wonderful.
cost much for do anything and they almost maybe it go cost for buy 20 ambulances. You can make a number of them and then distribute them to the chiefdoms. But are we
Yeah.
thinking? We are not. We're not,
Okay.
Mr. Kabo.
And then in a solution, and at that exactly I will get at. And Madam Fadima in solutions, then great solution. But we get within I go call resource constraint. So because of that resource constraint, plenty of them solutions then they because like for say for example, encourage Sierra Leoneans them. You get Boku nurses them where able provide first aid. And let we forget about people that within the diaspora. Even you get nursing schools them. Boku na salon where them picking they don't train them. So Boku of them not even get job because they don't get enough clinics, we go absorb them. So that's now one of the things they want to talk about, low hanging fruit. Government for
Send
able
them to the
utilize it.
rural areas. Give them
Exactly.
incentives.
Wonderful, wonderful. The same thing again with the teachers. Them, you get some teacher we go willing, especially if na that village they come out, we go willing for go with him family. But if you not give them that incentive, where they cause for like him miss the amenities they within a bigger city, and not go be attracted. So you get for give amenities, them give incentives where that person, if it
Mr.
didn't remote village, it go see like say it live a lot better life than within a
Mr.
bigger city.
Cabo,
And it can be incentive on its own. Yes, sir.
be informed that there is a remote area allowance law in Sierra Leone for teachers. Be
Okay.
informed about that. I know
Thank you.
about that because I was a teacher and I was the vice president of the teachers union. There is a remote area allowance, and that can be applied to all public service, especially to the ancillary services. Give incentives to the people. And another thing we'll for begin look at in Sierra Leone, where even very important for we development, we for review we wages and conditions of service. You cannot continue to pay slave labor and expect efficiency. When we get a basic minimum wage, we're going to allow every family for able to live that basic decent life. Then people would have time to concentrate on doing their jobs. But if the man you pay a salary, that salary not able to pay your rent, then you don't expect him to be efficient. You see,
Absolutely.
we problems, and I make way say, what are the solutions? I tell you, say there is no solution. And they give you suggestions there now, where they are out of the box suggestions, but the answer to it all is the governors and those governed therefore build a level of trust. And they come back to the topic of today. What is the biggest challenge? The biggest
Yes.
challenge is that we have to build a level of trust. Because if there is trust, what's in the first thing what they happen at the society? The government they get the ability for generate more revenue from taxes. People don't pay taxes because they don't get these services.
Okay.
If people trust you that the money can be used for the purpose they pay for, they will pay taxes voluntarily. I will give you an example in this country where 1958, they passed a law that then for pay tax for education so that people then go school without paying school fees, the schools will be equipped. From 1958, 30, then they do them. Yeah, you can go up to PhD and any level, they pay 1 cent. However, this is what some of the challenges we have. All they come up from this one trust and mistrust. And I don't spill over now, we don't become a partisan issue. Our problem is not political, it's partisan. Because of mistrust, people go into clubs and call them political parties, then they begin challenge each other. Who do they suffer? Now the country they suffer.
Absolutely. All right. Well, I will let you pause there. Let we remind we viewers them saying we they ask this specific question. And Madam Fadima will join me very shortly. With the question we they ask Una tonight is, what do you think is the biggest challenge facing Sierra Leone's political system today? So among the things then where we list, it can be all of the above, but we try forget one particular one we want to consider the biggest. So we get corruption, we get electoral reforms, we get economic policy, and then we get public trust. So we want for know of them for them the which one are the biggest challenge we Salon they face. And some of them I don't begin answer that question there. And from time to time I will display the answers them. But let we move on, Mr. Jamboria, while Madam Fadima will join we. Let we move on to the second thing we I want for let we talk about, because The First Lady in speech, now the US, now Harvard University Center, it talk about some issues them. We can agree or disagree with the people that we blame, but I want for let we pay particular attention to the issues then they way highlight. Because like how they can say part of the solution now for first know the problem. Where you know that waiting at the problem, it'll help you with solution. Because you know to solve a problem if you don't know waiting at the problem. So for the fact say it help we for understand some of the problems. Now that and again I want for make it clear. I think if I remember correctly, on the first time this for Leka go talk about the first lady extensively because for me I don't think saying a government official, so I not can go too deep into deals them and stuff. But this as a citizen of that country, I feel say we need for pay attention, particularly where I highlight some of the issues them and for in fact, this is not the major issue that our country today. So I want for let we take a listen. We're not going to listen to the entire because it's about 8 minutes, but just that side where it talk about the issues. I want for let we pay attention to that and we'll come back and get we own analysis on that. Waiting now we take. So Fambule una no go no way, una continue for share and we'll come right back after the first lady in audio.
The kind of mineral resources we have in our country is enough to take care of everybody in that country. We should not have a single poor person in Sierra Leone. But unfortunately, we are not given the free will to make decisions on our own mineral resources. There's always Big Brother who decides. And when you fight and say, no, we are not going to do this, they use the system to stop you. It's either they set you up with the opposition and they'll be supporting the opposition against you from the back, or they cause unnecessary chaos in your country so that you are not able to even govern your own people. They will do things to make you not to be functionable. And of course, any country that don't have peace cannot develop. You have to have peace before you talk about development. I'll give you a simple example about Sierra Leone. Every mining company that is in Sierra Leone today is owned by a foreigner. Every mining company. If it's not the Chinese, it's the American, it's the British. Our electricity, Bumuna, is run by the British, and we still don't have light. We're looking for light, electricity. If you don't have electricity, how can you talk about education? How can you talk about health facility? How can you talk about improving the infrastructure of your country? We don't have electricity. Now, do we actually even have proper water, pipe-borne water, so that our kids will not be sick? We don't have those facilities. Why? With all the minerals we have, there is a cap you put. Before my husband became the president of Sierra Leone was benefiting, they said, what's the word? 0.000.1%. What is that? Basically, a company can take as much as $100 million out of the country in terms of minerals, and then they can just give the country $10,000. Now, what will $10,000 do for our health system? What is $10,000 do for our educational system? You cannot be coming to our country and take everything that will make us develop, and then you still treat us as inferior people, as if we don't know what we're doing. I think that is wrong. And these are the things I believe that are stopping Africa from progressing. We don't have a say. The sense about us celebrating independence, I don't know why we celebrate independence, because we are not free. That is my own take. I'm not speaking also on behalf of the government of Sierra Leone, nor am I speaking on behalf of His Excellency the President. I am speaking as Fatima, as a citizen of a country who believes that things need to change.
Nobody know the
Oh,
real way.
okay.
First of all, we have put them on. From the time
Yes,
when yes,
yeah. Well, waiting can happen. Yes, my bad. When we
mm,
switch, we not be able
yes,
for. Yes, when we switch that audio.
yes,
Thank you.
exactly.
Yeah, thank you very much for that. So, and
Yes.
again, we don't miss so much
So
in
much
terms of
people don't miss now. All our analysis on don't give. Nobody know the real thing at the top.
yeah, so much. And the problem this,
Let
with somebody
Madiba
that
go
you
back.
are
Let's go back. Let's
in,
go
in
back. Now, so
yeah,
Saloni, for go back and come forward.
because great analysis them. Thank you so much. Difficult for what Boku Boku Windows them, but thank you very much for that. And what thing I could do though is so I don't know if you get any additional comment
Yes,
or not
yes,
just
yes, yes, yes. Because first of all, you be asked a question about alone in problems them, which are the most immediate.
yes.
Now economic policies, now in salon lack.
Okay.
Because people will not tell me about this speech away then say Fatima go make. This is just Fatima has become more politician than a man. And normally first lady not for day like this. Because this now politicians they excuse it is so. Oh, we not able to do this. Would that tell you and for making you not invest? Whose business where you don't want get dividend from? Where you know the invest on? Who's na magic you want perform? Somebody come with the money, he can't invest. Where you can invest, now profit you look for. And if you look say, where you shake small, you dey go to investment. So you go they say, oh, make this 5 million where they give me, land not make this one, they no go give me. Salon government, they talk about other countries. Botswana, who will get diamond pass? Then government get 51% for the diamond. So the profit, they get more than 50% of the profit.
Oh, well.
So
Oh, well.
if they see Botswana and outside, you know they go no side. You see though, they talk like say, they can't blame people and blame people. Yeah. Oh, now I don't talk say, where the other government did that 0.001. Who that tell you that? Royalty always don't dey 3 to 7% royalties. If they go talk say na 0.00%. That means say you don't become more politician. If you see people and then dumb, they don't know what they do. Salon not they go before because politics normally now for law we go before. Now make them say democracy when they can't compete with ideas. Who that idea go move the country go before they say okay on a game. But we when they say this no election, they cook for them day and night. They eat when they eat, they forget. Then go sit down. The man then come back and take power. They don't weigh obligation. They don't cook for you. You don't eat. What do you want for them to give you? So the problem of salon, until and unless we address the economic issue, let's just give this small example again before I go. The Gambia, they get 4 times money for spend per that salon. Can you imagine? They get 2 million population. They get the same budget like salon. So it means that the money where they get from tourism, they get them because they have invested in tourism. We not get nothing where we invest on. 59% of salary, 22% of debt servicing. How much money left? Now 18%. That 18%, which is 18% of 700 million. Now waiting. All the development projects are foreign and they finance them. Otherwise, nothing no they be. So until and unless we address the problem of economics, salon no dey ever even this hospital they talk about. So what we dey go school? We cannot return back in a house because of foresee not well. If you go to hospital, then go give free medicine. Eh? You go to hospital that same day. Hospital they smell fine, they clean. Or dispensers then day. Nothing, everything just go behind. They can't tell me, they can't begin to blame people. Them. Anyway, now not holding them for 2 months. Thank you very much, sir.
All right. Thank you very much. Thank you. A better will open the line because and some of the challenges than this for like the chief producer be part of a program.
Exactly.
Yeah, for
You fix the YouTube
Yeah, but
too.
Mr. Cabo, I'm
yeah,
glad for one thing.
Allow me to say we not dey pay attention
That
to
part,
detail. We're very
go ahead,
sorry.
man.
yeah.
Can you fix the
We're
YouTube
sorry. We're sorry.
We're very
one?
sorry. We don't resolve them, but again,
Okay.
uh, the producer get cut off. But yes, the comments
I'm glad
them.
for one thing, Mr. Cabo.
Yes, sir.
As if this caller may they think the same way. What I said, which was not hard, is about using the example of Botswana.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
And now the same SLST, we been the salon, the company we get on the beers, now then they Botswana. How come that company able give 55% to the Botswanan people, then get them sovereign fund? We not Sierra Leone complain about Big Brother. What is wrong about us? Are the Botswanan treated differently than us? No. They negotiate properly. I make us say, at the beginning, Fatima was not properly informed before she went on to say this. And I think so. What I be end and say, do ya before they go make their statement, ya like find out the proper information, like get various ideas. If you want like call me, I go answer them. I will give an ideas for go. As a Sierra Leonean, I go help them. Let do well.
Okay. So,
And
Fambule,
and
yeah,
another
Fambule,
if
we
we,
do
Mhm.
apologize. We do apologize for the lack of sound there. But now, because of where we switch, we forget for tone we audio them on. So, Madam Fadima, I know say you become with so much passion for Guillaume take. I don't know if you go really
Yeah.
remember, but it's nice for letting
I
you
remember,
back.
say, not gonna be exact, but it will be
Yes,
like to the dot.
yes. Take
Okay.
another take another
What I
stab at
say,
it,
what I
please.
say is, Fatima Bio make a statement as a Sierra Leonean, so she has the right to do it. So myself as Sierra Leonean, I want for broke down what Fatima Bio say. And Fatima Bio, we keep blaming Big Brother, saying a big brother then they cause we problem. I believe in developing partners. I believe say we not go able to do alone in the world and everything we get for come together for do. You get for scratch me back, everybody gets something way to get out of what he gets. But then Fatima Bio points to the big brother. Is they say we government them. And I say Fatima Bio and husband is one of the problem of we country because it don't there now for at least 6 years. Did he review the thing and he go back and change? Because then they do things them, they know they go to parliament. We the people don't know what thing that they buy and sell and trade and the agreement. They know they come to we. We see iron ore, they go and come. Then we say, oh, one time they come to we, oh, they don't open the iron ore, blah, 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 blah. This is about they not tell we what you they get, they not tell we the deal. They're making the deals in the dark for when the people that don't know. And we keep blaming brother. When are we that make the decision then? Them big brother, then me not go blame them too much because anybody will get business where it come now for profit. People that get shares in that company that they can't for can yield dividend for give to them people. If they can't meet we not care about we own people, of course they will take advantage of we. And like how rightfully Mr. Jalo Jamboya say, the people that when you mix the opposition, talking about you, they give opposition war. When you mix the opposition broken, of course they will go make them because the opposition not they think, but in country people they think, but in pocket and now for kind of power for kind of what they call. And Big Brother from when we where 200 years ago, where slavery don't done. Big Brother come. Now we people them back open the mouth. Now we people them sell we for gunpowder, for tobacco, for whatever, for rum. Now they sell we. Test it there. Now then they sell we. So
Yeah.
we the people, now we got for make Nigeria, where it begin Allah, they say the dollar don't go, the money, the value, they go down, the money, the value, they go down, things are changing. Guess what thing they do? The president listen to the people them. He fix what thing there for fix and fix and they know how to fix them of the end of the day, but they fix what thing for fix, they now don't pick up back. But we young governments them, we keep blaming Big Brother. Yes, Big Brother, they do something that went all right. But now we they allow them, now we they open the doors. Until we start go inside we self and check we self. Because if anybody can amuse, he can't do anything, I may allow her. If I not talk not I allow her. The Mugufulis, the Paul Kubam Kamis, then they make them country, then like I say, the Botswana, they're doing it. Why can we not do it? Because we refuse to do it
Yeah.
because we get the crumbs then our pockets. So we don't care about the people. And everybody, like I say, everything where they come on a ground at that area, they now the people them for when they generate, now for the people, the welfare of the people and the livelihood of the people. So now that will
Oh,
be the talk about one and not be sorry. Go ahead, sir.
yeah. Fambulem again. We do apologize. But yes, we producer be they sleep. But anyway, just making fun. And making normally they supervise them, but where they at the screen, it's very difficult for them listen to what people and they say, and at the same time they look through all the system because we get plenty screen there where we can take a look at, where every platform getting screen. So my apologies for that. And then they in fact give we opportunity for call for volunteers. We VOS need volunteers. We will help you with some certain things, them background technical things and all that. But again, on a serious note though, so from all the way to I don't talk so, the question where I say behind the scene, I go ask this now question about the establishment. Okay, not about SLPPO, about the establishment, the people them we don't rule we, including the current administration. From the first lady in submission, anybody look at waiting una take if somebody give a bold statement, say this na a clear manifestation, a clear, I don't use that word too big, a clear confession of we government then don't they fail we, including a man in government. Now that question they. And I think say Madam Fatima Bill, even though you not say I'm correctly, but indirectly they give you the impression say the government then a salon don't fail we because they talk about say we lack of electricity supply, enough electricity supply, we lack of clean water, we lack of medical thing, and it tie all this to the electricity. So one aspect, una compare with Botswana, una compare with to some extent Rwanda and other countries them were able for negotiate. So the question now is Fatima Bill, they tell we indirectly say the establishment don't fail we, including a man in government.
That's what she's saying. That's plain and simple. There's no two ands if or buts about it. And it say we're not able to get water because of that. We're not able to get light. We're not able to get this. We're not able to get that because we government them, which a man are part of the government. And at the present condition, we have failed on light. We don't get light. With the people that they grumble, they're not able to cook 2 days food. Their food then they poil. They not get lights, the water not they work, the this not they work, things are not they work. That means that we're not able to do the work well for do. Now we blame it on the big brother, then they come make the opposition not forgive salon peace. Now I make the peace well not in a salon because the big brother don't can sponsor the opposition, therefore I make all things of faith. Now the English that and the Creole that me people, you can't say any other way. That's what me interpret and so I see.
All right, I sort of ask this question correctly for let people understand in plain Creole, waiting at the implication of in talk. Mr. Jamboya, you said see him that way there. How you see him? You see him like an admission of failure on the establishment.
It's an admission of failure, but not only on the establishment. Fatima, the established Sierra Leoneans have failed themselves. The establishment was built by Sierra Leoneans. And because we not get the ability for run we self, now making it here they happen. But when I get the ability for run themselves, they negotiate with the bears consolidated and they get 55%. Then next door have the ability to run themselves, they are getting much from their bauxite. Then they get, I think, the largest or second largest deposit of bauxite on earth. They are getting benefits from it. Until they try for say, Mr. Cabo, we come back to the same point. We country get deep mistrust And now because of mistrust, the white man knows say we not trust each other. Now I make if then they manipulate ourselves, then they succeed. Why I say so? This now, I've been telling I say they Sierra Leone up to 1998, not to so. At some point where I've been in Sierra Leone, I've been engaged with the Chamber of Commerce. That time na Shakanda Simbobo. No, not him, the man before him, Mr. What is if I don't forget the name. Me and Let Unisa Awoko, Alim Sise will be in the go na SLBS every Saturday on a Chamber of Commerce program where they go preach to the people like how they now so they talk. The need for make we establish a stock exchange. If Sierra Leone don't get a stock exchange, if there is trust within and amongst us, Sierra Leoneans can pull together $5 each. We set up a business, we will mine with minerals. But we are not chicken, Mr. Kago. Sierra Leoneans
Yeah,
are not thinking we can accept. We know they
yeah,
think because we don't allow mistrust for overcome we.
I completely
I have
understand that.
Governments
said
have
that.
failed. Allow me finish, sir. Governments
Can
have
you say
failed
so?
because the people supporting the politicians think failure.
Yeah.
Now we term for it. But me and you are there, not they talk for please nobody in Sierra Leone again. I take responsibility for that. Like how Fatima take responsibility of what she said. But I want Sierra Leoneans to listen and listen carefully. Because maybe 5, 10 years from now, I may not be able to be saying this. If we don't change our beliefs and perception systems in Sierra Leone, even Jesus Christ or Prophet Muhammad can be at State House and they will still fail. We the people now we responsible.
Mm-hmm.
Nobody accept the
And
fact.
yeah, I have said that with the way you talk of the shares. I have said that a while back about that we if we come together we get shares, but you talk the word, we don't trust each other. We don't believe in each other. We don't trust each other. I made the reference. My grandfather, my stepdad, my dad, they had shares in companies. Where company they been dating in a salon. The people, the citizens, they get shares. And up till now, me
I
grandpa shares.
inherited shares from Standard Chartered Bank from my
And
mother.
go to they still they get them. They still they get shares. They're still getting it every year. They go say, okay, this is not the stock where they get, and such and such. The companies are still going. Over how many 50 years or more ago, they don't get any shares, and they maybe 80 years ago, they don't get the shares, but they are still working. Now shares because that they pass the little bit of the company in money in profit where they get. That's one other way the people them go gain from that. But we don't know how to negotiate. That is the thing. Because we
Yeah,
don't care about one another. That's the problem. Not only
okay.
Because
big
we
brother.
don't think, Fadima, we don't think. We only
Yeah,
Yes,
look
it's
at
not
the
the big
material
brother.
side.
Yes, it's not the
All
big
man
brother's
wants
fault.
quick
Big
benefits.
brother gets you on, but let we look we safe and let we blame we safe first. Then we can point
Yes,
finger to the big brother. That's what
all
exactly.
I
right.
say.
Yeah, Mr. Jamboree, I want to push you a little bit. You talk, but
Yes, sir, go ahead. Push me.
you talk, you
I'm
talk,
ready
but we
for go overboard.
you talk, but with mentality. Yes, to some extent, I agree. But however, all the salon people are not going to make judgment at once. So that make them get leaders. So it starts by the leaders, or it starts from the leaders. So that way, when you say salon man, we all for change with mentality and stuff. I think that in a very general statement, we go act for accomplish. For let salon people, they all at once just change their mindset. So we get
Well,
forget the leader.
it may be step by step.
Yeah, but we get forget the
And,
leadership, which is
and
why
we
I push them to the establishment. Like them
mhm.
people that wanna talk so if you check Botswana and Madam Fadima, you talk of Tanzania under Mugufuli. Interestingly, before Mugufuli can be president, that same party he work under that party as minister.
Yes.
But because Enobi gets the overall sort of power, and not be able to implement all that he implements. So, but within leadership, he use the leadership, a rule by example. The first thing first, and not be the travel
Yeah,
outside
it
of
cuts off.
the immediate zone. Yeah. And then he say, they take no money from IMF for compromise in policies. So it come from the leader. And then he implements them policies then they. So we need for hold them accountable. Now that make we elect them to office. Parliament they therefore represent the people. All the Sierra Leoneans, they all now go in a table for make a decision as to how for sign contract. Now that make I push the question about the establishment. So I just want to push you a little bit there because I understand your point.
Yes, I understand where you're coming from, Mr. Kagbo.
Yeah,
And right enough, we can say we lack leadership, but leadership not in terms of one person sitting at State House, but leadership in terms of the class of people who have something to do to direct the affairs of state, not being honest about working in the interests of the state. Like parliament where you mentioned, but not part of the leadership. The judiciary not part of the leadership. The
absolutely.
civil service not part of the leadership. If all of these people are genuine enough, Mogu fully succeeded in doing what he had to do. Paul Kagame is succeeding in doing what he has to do because all these people around him are working with him in sync.
Again, that
Whereas
push,
in
that
we
push.
own, the council, I'll just
Yeah.
finish my point. In we
Oh,
own case, we have a situation right now where people and all over social media they complain about sellouts in the APC. In a single political party, then they sell out themselves. You expect those people to work in the national interest. We can
Oh.
ask questions here. The SLPP, as it is with the Harry said, and don't begin get factions because of who that for succeed Julius Madabio. If you don't get factions, they develop within a society, wait for be a unit. You expect that institution to work in the interest of the nation?
That's the
We may come
problem.
to the fact that the
okay,
people have to change their beliefs and perceptions. Because the
okay.
people are the ones in these political parties. They are the ones we elect into parliament. They are the ones we appoint in the civil service. They are the ones we appoint as judges. If we don't change, if me and you like Fadima, let's say me in Oku Fambul, if I dey do something wrong, Fadima meet me, say, boy, what you dey do so you're not correct too. For that simple fact that Fadima get the audacity for tell me, and they look say, when she me Fambul self don't begin to call, be careful. But if
All
Fadima they
right.
praise me, then we they go astray.
Okay. I want again. I'm so glad it's just unfortunate that we don't go a little bit out. We kind of they go out of time. But you see what you say. I 100% agree with you. Not just the angle. It's like waiting Englishman said the chicken and egg. Which one can force? The chicken nine can force or not the egg can force? Because
And the
somebody
chicken, because now the chicken
yeah,
produce the
but how the
But then,
chicken
but
come
then the
out?
egg, but then the egg produce the chicken. So which one come
Exactly.
first? No, without no egg, there's no
the
chicken.
chicken produce
Exactly.
the egg, produce the chicken.
So now that
That's another for another day. That's a
yes,
good show for another.
exactly. So now that we dey struggle with so who's one for
Yes,
responsible because the chicken and the egg will not know one can force because without egg chicken not go exist. But now the chicken and the ash
Came
now
first.
now the chicken and the
they
lay
lay
the
the
egg.
egg.
That came first. So we first should accept that we're all wrong and change. I
Well,
not dey
again,
expect say I dey cancer. I not expect say we all go change overnight. But I believe say like what you would they do now so now part of the change we wish for na Sierra Leone. If na 13 people they listen and understand we, each of them 13 they get 13 people where they go able influence with their new beliefs. It's gradual, like when you say bush radio. Tell somebody something, after 2 hours, they want to come back to you, but in a different version. That's
Okay.
the process. And we
Yes.
thank God for internet.
Yes.
One of the things we're slow with development in Sierra Leone, now with communication systems and the ability of the politicians for stifle the communication in those days. Now they cannot. Now me see don't
Okay.
also know where they talk, then they hear it all over the world. Not to say they cannot
Exactly.
stifle it.
Yes.
I
So
thank
so
God for that.
let me try for move on and see if we can able to talk about the other topic then. But just before we go to the other topic then, very quickly, again I agree with your point. However, to me, I feel say it starts from the leadership though. Because why I say start from the leadership, Mr. Jamboria, the leadership, that thing, that example where you give with Madam Fadima, say it go tell you two, and then you pause and say, wait, see me own fumble self tell me two. You know why that they possible? Now because Madam Fadima believes say you accommodating, you they accept the truth. I make you get mine for tell you. But if you not that brother or uncle where it talk to you, whether not truth or not, you they punish them by not give 'em in stipend or in allowance. And I go tell you. So the leader Nainga for lay the foundation. VOS where Madame Fadima, we all establish VOS. We lay simple principle. We maintain that principle. We lead by example. Now it make people respect VOS. If the leader of VOS become Naya, they cause people, they insult people and stuff, whose people them are going to attract for presenting a VOS? Are terrible people them. So it begins from the leadership. So the leader now in they set the stage, now in they set the trend and say, Awala, we accomplish this. And that's whether they say President Bill or the president gets that responsibility for hire and fire people them, it's supposed to be to your advantage. So me not go accept any leader will go say, oh, now the people and the followers, then they mislead me. Now poor leader that one day. Now leader will not
Now
deserve it
excuse it
being a
again.
leader.
Now empty excuse it again.
Exactly.
I
So it
believe in leadership. I believe in leadership too, sir. I believe
yes,
that everything comes from
it,
leadership.
yes.
I believe
When we
leadership is number one. Yes, we the
yes,
people have the responsibility too. We get for no, we get for demand, we get for us, but leadership now they make the final decision. And now
yeah,
leadership, just like it's a company, when the CEO not make when make
ex-
bad decision and we lose money, they let him go because that's leadership.
exactly.
It's failing. Anything in life
Exactly.
is leadership. Head of household, whoever you are, as long as you're in charge, you make the final decision where for benefit the rest of the people. If you don't do that,
Yes.
it's you're failing. I'm sorry. I believe that.
Yes.
I'm sorry.
So we definitely get for hold them accountable. Now them
Yeah.
go able turn Salon around. Because that way where Salon get lost them. And at the same one they break them lost them they. That poor leadership. So that personality, if you policeman, for example, you know say if you take bribery, somebody snap you or video you, you they lost your job and probably you go jail. If you know that very clearly, and I make plenty people abroad, not to say they're not a mortal man, they're not corrupt too. Now the consequence
Yeah.
when you think or you engage in corruption, the thing that
And
way
then
they
catch.
lose and catch you,
Mhm.
you ask yourself twice if it worth for do this. Because this go follow me for the rest of my career. So Dande by itself, now deterrent. And who that then they make Dande possible, now the people that they implement them. So it's
Mhm.
all leader based on the leadership. So let me move on. Madam Kadima be
I
asked
just
Do
of
want I just
something.
agree
want to
on
add
that. I do
something quickly.
agree
I
on
just
that.
want to add
I
something
do.
quick. I just want
Based
to
on
add
how you don't
something.
put answer, I agree. But
Yeah,
again,
it's like the chicken and egg
there is a
argument.
proviso that we have to take note of.
Yes.
Crime exists in societies that don't provide safety nets.
Yes. 100% I agree. 100%.
When they
Uh,
talk
uh,
about safety nets, not only welfare, If now welfare they run society, people are not been for be corrupt in Sierra Leone because we get good at we get plenty charities where they give. But safety net means when somebody they do a job, they forget a sense of security in that job. The minute the person feel insecure, they go corrupt, they go rogue. Say la hold me on. Imagine you pay a police officer 1 million leons when I be paying your rent. Then you go put as traffic officer every day capable forget 1 million leons. You are inviting corruption with societies. Then therefore go back to the drawing board and correct some of them things. I know mean say for pay the person 1 billion, but pay him a wage where able take care of him basic needs, provide systems in the society where the person, if he want loan, he get access for get loan and continue in life without basic decency. Not of the
Oh,
overseas, we are deeply in debt because the society provide that net for us to survive and live basic lives. But in Africa, you pay the man the wage not do. Then you dey go give the man a multi-million job for control. That's one reason why we are corrupt. And one of the reasons this will make people and they go into politics and do nonsense.
all right. Again, oh my goodness. We don't pass the 2 hour mark. Madam Fadima, you want to say
Sorry,
something?
sorry, Rona, bring me on board.
No,
Well,
I
no,
beg
that's
pardon.
I
I
mean,
just know how much
I
interaction
mean,
with the
this is a
secretary.
topic maybe you might continue later. I understand, like I would say, leadership is very important. And our leader, they don't fail. We agree with First Lady. They give a speech, say leadership, leadership, and she's part of the leadership now. Even though in a citizen, but in a part of the people there where they make the decision, or it then near somebody where they make the decision. I would not say she makes decisions, but it gets somebody where go able
And
influence, and
she
she,
is the leader of that person.
yeah, she okay,
The wife is
but she
always
made
the
the
leader.
yeah. She made the statement today, which I agree with her. We make a statement earlier, then there's where they get them people that will graduate from Kush. I want to give kudos to that. You know, better late than ever. That's my belief. You know, but we can do more. We can always do more. Not so because they don't do now, we're not for put fire on them food. That I am not the Ministry of Health. I am not the police. Let we go. Una come to me. Let we go to the police. Let we ask them questions. Una come to me. Let we go to them because that's a statement she made them 2 days here. Una come to me, let we go to them. Let we go hold them responsible. And that one, I will agree with that 100%. When the people ready for getting questions answered, when they're ready for change the problem in their life, we will go to the source that is responsible for when they call because they get divisions, they get people the way they call. When they not answer the question, when the president not answer, then we go to the president. Chain of command. We begin from the down, we can go up. When they not answer, Minister of Health, why we get 30 day, we not get Okada them, we go able to transport people them. Why we not get Keke them, just like how Mr. Jamboya when they say they use them in the day for making the day remote area. Why we not get this for the we get for begin ask the question. And Fatima Bio sound that up very well that they don't graduate some people them from the kush. But my question is, I am so proud of them. But my thing is, if they go back, when an addict goes back to the same environment, it prone for relapse. That is my concern right now. It prone for relapse because nothing has changed in the environment. They might have things, but when it come back to the outside world, it made the same problem and chaos. He is prone to relapse. That's all I have to say on that. I go back. I know say 10 don't go, but lag you back.
Yes, and thank you so much. I know say video day on the to that effect day, but for some reason we system not able for download videos then from Facebook. So we go get maybe next program we go play them directly from the page. But I agree, and to me when I listen to that in speech day, I don't know if really let's see. Maybe the next after the next topic, we will try for see if a producer will pull them up, we'll play them directly. As we dey give we final take because it don't pass 2 hours and I want to make sure say we stick to that. But the other thing I know say still unfortunately boku people and still in at the line, but I want let we the other topic the let go bang bang bang. You know as they can do now. Yeah. So let we go to the first one. Okay. So the first one we currently now in the situation we the old salon back. So what do now make of foreign election experts then for Kana Salon for solve with situation. I don't know if una want to like quickly read the the write up or we just want for tackle like that, giving
Yeah,
in
you
a
can
you know.
just do
How we tackle
some
on like
people
that?
and
I
then
think the headline is enough.
yeah.
Okay, so the headline kind of show this, and in fact, the underlining side says six foreign experts specializing in the field of electoral management, laws, and processes have been engaged by Sierra Leone's tripartite committee to review the country's electoral laws. So wetin una make of that? It all reached to that point, like how una be dey talk, say una able govern we self. So it all reached that point where the tripartite or Mr. Jamboya it get something for do with the trust issue where we not
Exactly.
trust
It's trust issue. It's
or
trust
trust
issue.
we not trust we self that we prefer foreigners than for carry resolve we issue. Wetin
Yeah.
happen with
Yeah.
all the bookman them, the conflict resolution people them, including the president, say it do conflict
Yeah.
resolution. So
Yeah.
now another that
Simple.
way they feel failure. Madam Fadima, you feel saying the right way for go? This go help resolve the issue if foreign people
Yeah,
can come?
because we don't how many times the big brother don't come because they blame big brother for all the problem them, but we're not able to sit down for no we talk to himself. We're not able to face himself at the table, we're not able to tell himself true, we're not able for fix waiting for fix where we could able for let the system to work. When the big brother be left with Trade 63 and now, like how the first lady say, what will they celebrate? He left me, we say, hey, we able, now left me, me not big woman now. But every time big brother get for come back, for come sit down for talk case for we. And then we to we serve, we are fighting, like I can say, the fabric of Sierra Leone. When independence was there, we saw videos, we saw joy, we saw the people jubilating, said we go able for do, but the fabric just a pull, just a pull. It's just a thin thread holding us back. And 2020, this past election, 2023 elections, and it just show we the flaws where we get among we. It just show we the hate and how we don't pull apart. Nobody know there's no love for people, for country. It's everybody looking out for themselves. Just like you say, the oppositions are fighting, they betray, then they sell game. You get the inside this party, then they sell, they say everybody want that. It is like who that now you go elect when election will come next year? Who that we go put there? Who that we go? Maybe we need something where they come out of. Maybe we need for fix the constitution where go make say we not get for belong to party as an independent candidate. Somebody just come out and can say I just want for be president. Then we not get for be we not for pull that nonsense commodity. That you have to belong to a party. Because long time ago, remember we get independent candidates. In the elections, there were independent candidates. Now they say you go for the APC or SFPP. Let us get independent candidates. When somebody go come up from somewhere, maybe that's the miracle what we need. But these two people, these two APC, SFPP, they cannot sit down. Look at the cell game. Look at the KKYs that we be up and say, oh, this was a failure.
All right.
People were behind it. And look at the disappointment. Look at the disappointment. Everybody is playing politics with the lives of the citizens of Sierra Leone. That is the sad. It is all about them. It is all about the ego. It is all about the self. One of the callers that make a point say President Bio then they send them where they come for come complain of freedom. Now they overthrow. In one of the people who for member the suffering of the people. And I can always say, you have a chance now. God gave you a second chance to come there. Where do you want your name to be written? Do you want your name to be written on the shores of the Atlantic Ocean where the wave go carry was away? Or do you want to be on the mountain top, on the Lion Mountain, where forever it will engrave there that you made a difference? That is the question because we're not seeing these visions. 1975, I graduated St. Anne's. 1975, they took us to Bumbuna waterfalls. 30 they will get water problem. Oh, the water go candle. Oh, we're gonna make we go even and give lights to the other people, the other country then. But 30 day we get water problem. We get lights problem. 30 day nobody no gets a vision. Money them in the camp. What are they doing? Squandering our money, the rights of the people, the things of the people. You see?
Oh,
So it is all these people that are gonna come, they're gonna continue to come because we cannot sit down and talk. And they get interested because they don't spend their money per week, so they will come. Because we not trust we safe. We not believe in we safe. Nothing not will put one day. Then swear we. Then swear we. Do we have a curse? Like a klaxon in cost 90 over we? That's the
Not
question.
klaxon.
No, nothing works.
Not klaxon.
Please.
Not klaxon.
All the ways that
oh,
have used,
oh,
all the
all
ways
right.
that have used, how they
Not
use and they
klaxon.
will.
Cause we now we cause we self.
No, no,
Afadima.
not this way. This way.
Yeah.
Again, like this way.
So, Mr. Jamboya, you think say go work if foreigners then come and
Mr.
help?
Mr. Kago. Mr. Kago.
Yes, sir.
I worked in the Sierra Leone Public Service. We get some of the best laws we can find for any country. We attitudes, we perceptions, and we beliefs are in our problem. I still go back to this point because I'm talking from an informed point of view. Until we try to build trust in Sierra Leone, nothing works in that place. Now, where they come for can review a system, then go make their recommendations. Whose assurance we get say those recommendations will be implemented?
Exactly. Because
We're not
even
going to lie to we self.
The European observers, they make recommendation, and waiting the vice president particularly say, they say not to the terrain that it
Yeah,
call them say they don't even know what thing they do and stuff. So this one self can be that same similar outcome they
I will tell you the only benefit this would give to Sierra Leone. It
okay.
will stabilize a potential explosive situation for some time. Then we go back to zero. You see,
Okay.
I have
So
said it
it go
before
be a
and
further
will
from
say
Gambia.
it again. Government for a developing nation should be proactive, not reactive. What do I mean? A government forgets experts and the ability for see what thing they come and find solution. Not so when the thing don't well, una they can't solve them. Experts here they come now for can't solve what thing don't well. They will make their recommendations, but are we going to implement them as it was recommended? If we cannot, are we not going to the winners take all mentality when I know problem? We mean say we not get trust amongst ourselves. That is why government is about winners take all. As I'm seated here talking, maybe I will say some of the best things for Sierra Leone. Is the government listening to me? Do they want to implement it? It's our perceptions, our beliefs that is wrong, Mr. Kabo and Fadima. That's what we need to
Absolutely.
work on.
Okay. So from waiting I get that from una not feel say go make I go say meaningful
It's a
difference.
temporary bandage. It's a
Yes.
temporary bandage. It's a
Oh,
temporary
oh,
bandage. That's what I see.
oh,
Yes, sir.
okay. So the next one, una believe say Bill mean this, say you not get any interest for go third term.
He better. He
There are,
better because
there are many possibilities to this statement. There are many possibilities to this statement. One of them is maybe he would stick to that because he has been given an assurance of safe out of office transition.
So that
If
again
he
that sure.
doesn't have that assurance, well, I don't know. If he doesn't have that assurance, this is empty words.
Because you know feel say if APC be the next people them in power, you know feel say then go after him. continue that
Because
dunya
of
do.
the way where they think Mr. Kabo will come back to
Yeah,
the talk, then go after him. And we don't need to be going after people because they've done evil or they've done something wrong. Let we think, land say, we are humans. We can make mistake. Europe, America, there was a time they had leaders that were more brutal. But they reach a point where they gradually move away from that. But we now, it's always about, like, wait, no more, we'll go there, we'll go do this. Now we
exactly.
all the thing. Now we all the thing, Mr. Ago. Let
Okay.
this for change.
I agree with that because I always can say,
Yes.
even though the mistakes are that you can irreversible, but we have to sit with our enemies and go for heal and move forward. Me believe that.
Yeah.
Me,
Yeah. Yeah.
I will stand the
Yeah.
ground, but I believe that we get for sit down, we
Yeah.
get for talk because we cannot continue this. Because if government are continuity, how then who still will get time for develop? Where they come for canton and give, waiting and they don't do. You see the problem?
So basically, and by the way, I agree with Donald too. So meaning that at this point, Bill na tactical movie they make so for quell the situation. So again, the other question we're going to ask, according to the APC representative, say because initially I be they feel saying 6 months from October, but according to this write up, it say they go conclude in June on the 19th. So then 6 months. This the third paragraph. Conte made this known during a recent engagement with stakeholders at the Western Area Rural District Council, all. He also mentioned that the committee has no intention of extending its mandate beyond the agreed upon 6 month period, which concludes on June 19th, 2024. So, meaning that whether or not, because again, this now for me, APC brothers and sisters, because then they saw the look forward to this tripartite, believing to say, and again, you see what come to the leadership. The leadership them that kind of false hope. Say this tripartite go able for reverse the election outcome. And that's not leadership issue. So if the tripartite not able for accomplish that, waiting on I think say go be the way forward. The APC supporters them then go accept that. Say the tripartite now whether they move towards bringing international specialists or experts for let them give their recommendation. So would that soften the impact where the supporter and they wait for, say let them wait till they wait for the tripartite. Let we see how we they end before we make any move. So then they go soften that kind of threat in peace and security. Any of una can take this.
Mr. Kagbo,
Yes, sir.
this tripartite is going to make or break Sierra Leone.
Let me
And I
ask
see
this.
only one way, I see only one way forward. Why I see only one way forward? The SLPP not going to be prepared for accepting reversal of the results. The APC not going to accept waiting go allow for make the SLPP continue in power. So the only way forward is if we can get the international community to get independent people to form a national government of transition. We review the constitution, we review everything we need for review, and then give them a time frame, maybe 3 years after which we go back into fresh elections. But take it from me, the APC don't overhype this tripartite to the extent that if you not go the way then they talk it's trouble.
Yes.
The SLPP is not prepared for accepting a reversal of the results.
Yeah, but
Don't believe
neither and
they
of
can't
feels
them believe say how the results they so not the true results. This is the Sierra Leonean. Let's look at how we think now. Not about what's in the principle. It's about how we think. I always have been emphasizing throughout this program that our biggest problem is our beliefs and perceptions, because that Naido Institute mistrust. The solution, I said it at a program even before the tripartite started working, that there is need for Sierra Leone to have a government of national unity. It not necessarily mean say Samua Kama Madabio for Dede. But let them get people them who they know say go able to do a thing for do, get a government of national unity. We're going to include all the political parties in Sierra Leone, include other experienced people and stakeholders, then sit down. We map a new road for Sierra Leone. That was what we failed to do at the end of the war. Now I don't come back to whistle. If we don't do it this time,
Okay.
well, let us be prepared for the consequences.
Madam Fadima, waiting you take more.
I agree that it has been hyped, and these people are looking forward. APC, they look forward, and they can pull mother bill. And I remember telling some of my people that we're in this la la land, and a long term international people they go pull people in government. Long term ago, they do them. Yes, they can undermine, they can do other things, but they know they go jaga and jaga go tell you truth. They make they make recommendations that this is what I think, this is what should be done. And like rightfully, like Mr. Jallo Dabura say, we get forget people them where they come together for can sit down from all walks of life, because you left one side outside, the layman in the street, the market woman in the street, the raggy boy in the thing, the drug addict over yonder. We left them one and they out because we cannot fix a problem where we get the subject that is missing from the subject matter, the people, the things that they talk of, we get the other people in there because they self your own voice count, they self your own thing count. Team where they work for all man, we agree. That's what the constitution is. We fix things then, we go work for all man, say yes, this is not right, it ruin society, they make society thrive. Let we put this commodity, let we add this, then let we put on there, and let we take this word as the Bible of the country. Now, in the number one, nothing on the way pass up. But we have not been doing that. And this thing here, so when they puts together, so then they come, the international people always they come. But they know they tell we say, no, I can't pull this government, I put this government, or no. Now recommendation that they give. Because what they do, they get interest in we country. They don't spend beaucoup money in our country, and we not part of them. Then they try for make, but they not go come pull mother bio, then put Samura Kamara, not possible. Or say go make another election. It will not happen. SLPP not go agree, APC not go happy. So like I said, we need for make the leader then get for begin tone this down. Say whatever the thing come, because right now they don't even trust themselves in APC. They don't even trust themselves. It is a mess. It is a mess. Maybe we need. I'm serious. It is such a mess when you hear people talk. Everybody is divided. Everybody then are in different camp. Everybody is looking for everybody. Everybody is making boom. It is not going to happen. That's appetite. And as they can't make solution. They make this so we're not going to make the same mistake again. But if we abide by what they say, if we go adhere to what they're saying in that little thing that they go come, how for move forward, that's how we do so we don't repeat the same mistakes. Because if we don't learn from yesterday, the past, we were doomed to make the same mistake tomorrow. So in the future. So the only thing when me say, because me, I believe in peace. If we be sit down, if they be sit down with Iran, with Israel and Palestine, the one where they fete, Iran, they can't come inside there. We pray to God, third world will not come. These are the things, these are the problems. The egos of people, the egos of men, the hypocrisy of men, the foolishness of people, human beings. Now they lead we, poverty we depend so they like today. Where somebody not get the courage for say this is wrong. Where somebody not get the courage because the electoral commissioner we sit down. We Sierra Leone and the one that we then gather for represent we. They sit down, they say, yeah. Now the only person we for announce the result, he not get for Shwam or he get for Shwam because them be no say crook get for kind side. Now make them all sit down, they make them kind rule then they. Because if election then you for print the result, you for show the statistics, you for make so, but because we don't agree trade, now the thing now they come for come better. So the chickens are coming home to roost. The chickens are coming home to roost. Anything where you do, it they come back back for bet you good or bad. Now we depend. So how do we move forward? We got for accept it, we got for swell with a beach appeal. Miss Sierra Leone'S, I say whatever with whatever I go now, let we swell let we move go before for the sake of the people. Third World War, na in the part. I know they say they come, but it boil because of the people of men. So we know what mix inside it. At least let we able for live peaceful. Now people are able for it in a corner. That no mommy get for season.
Well said. So, on a feel say a tactical move by the U.S. administration for let them push this MCC as a way for a peace bill. So they're all the arrangement here when they talk. They go use them and then go use this and say, okay, well, we go let go of this MCC compact and stuff. But however, you need for make reform right now and things like that, because if we don't tie this MCC release to the tripartite, and the tripartite not completed, they not give their own review, or the committee not come with a report yet, but yet they don't pull this, say they don't negotiate with
That
Congress.
is a strategic move. That is a strategic move by
Okay.
the USA. That's America very strategic how they do. They're very deliberate how they do stuff. It's not like way to go away bone. You fling end to the bone. Say okay, I'm getting sleepy, but you get for do this. Now these are the ones they
Chicago.
call water them to go away inside it. Because they no say what see we they look for them, they try for us the fire. I'm serious. It's a very strategic move, deliberate move for let them say, okay, we go give you this. Because we know say this MCC don't make so much noise. We know say a lot of things where President Bill we don't happen with the opposition, the killings and the this and that, they be all team force. So now America they say, okay, we get this here, so we'll give una so then they wave and a winner. So okay, una calm down, I go give una this, and then the dog go bingo go sit down quiet and eat the beef and bluff say na him been bring and calm, they go another notch nine belt. That's all they're doing. I mean, I pass it back to you, sir. But I see it like a
Well,
strategic.
we're not going to say I'm better than that. Mr.
Hey,
Jamburia, wait
Mr.
till
Chicago, do you understand what is meant by carrot and stick? This is the carrot and stick approach. As Fadima put them in simple terms,
yes.
then they woo something, forget something. And the only interest of America in this tripartite issue, let me say it now here, is because of Sierra Leone's strategic location in the Atlantic region.
Come on now.
Sierra Leone is located such that you can reach any major city in the Atlantic region within 8 hours by air and 14 days by sea. As a matter of fact, if you get them fast boats, they were then Cubans that they use for smuggled drugs. You they cross from Freetown to New York within 3 hours. Yes, then fast speedboat, 3 hours. So Sierra Leone is very strategic. That's America's interest. It's not about who is at State House. The reason we make them they talk about this MCC now for who something for happen. One, two, it is going to bring something into the system. We could pipe down the tension. The economic tension don't high in Sierra Leone. One way to pipe it down is to pump some forex into the system. But the question is the MCC compact about the money or about the project? Because I don't believe saying I'm money then they give now the projects and then they can implement. Coming to implement those projects will create certain temporary jobs where money go begin flow. Like I be happening after the war, we'll be get this peacekeeping situation, plenty money being the flow now the society. So everything was sweet. Now the money don't go like how people let me get during the end of that during that Second World War, where money been the flow, then they call that period the tangis, turn against. Money been the flow, everybody was happy. Now the same thing they cancel. But the MCC money actually, they know they can't give government. Then they come with and say, oh, they can't implement them. And whilst
Yeah.
implementing it, they create jobs. It's an economic buffer policy and at the same time a political strategy, as Fadima rightly say, for make Bio take this on in belt and say, now me bring and come, and say, right, we don't agree, say, I bring her. Well, now, would they give 1 term or 6 months, come out? When you
Well,
understand the white man, you
well,
understand how then they think.
yeah, well, I'll not talk 6 months because the APC people then go misunderstand you side. I hope.
Don't misquote me, I beg. I just make an illustration. You
When they come
understand?
for you, when they
It's a
come for
Yeah,
you.
strategic move, as Fadima rightly say. But
because
it's a
I know
carrot
let
and
us
stick
BOS too.
situation. Why is it a carrot and stick? They give it to you. If you don't comply, they will come with drastic moves. I will not go beyond that.
All right.
I
Well,
want to do something for one on Facebook, right? One Yebu region say, but the election was rigged. The elections was rigged, right? We electoral commissioner. Me not blame President Bill. It might have, paid or whatever. They don't say it don't do, it don't make so, it don't make so, bribe or whatever. But we the people, now we will make the law and the rules say the electoral commission and I no more get power. What he say nef court. What he say it not get for show him if you know want show him, it not get for tell you what he say no more. I will see him now say they give me. So yes, it might have been real, but who that for blame? Now, make them they can't sit down for let them talk, let them look of the irregularities there,
Yeah.
so that we not go doomed for make the same mistake again. Mistakes have been made, no doubt. Things have been done that cannot be taken back, no doubt. But we get for sit down at the table if we want to move forward. Sometimes it might not please we or we're not going to get the result. But when you look at the greater good of the whole, that's why I can say we therefore pay restitution to some things and some people. Because I believe in restitution. When you don't wrong or you don't make mistake, give restitution to a community, to people, to families, to things like that. But for Kyle root and come out this way, like how Mr. Jallo rightfully say, America need we because we location. That's why they point their money into us for logo stable. And then thing that they will they can't build for let job there because we say economic waiting and call no day stability, no they people and poor, they're angry, they can sell themselves for anything. So that is why in there you understand because I'm telling you we have to keep praying and hoping and wishing that we come to one at the table. Mistakes have been made, but we have to heal. Mistakes have been made, but we got to go forward. We got to fix the things that are wrong so that we don't repeat it again. But this, we
um,
got for swelling. He asked for swelling,
absolutely,
but some people they get for swelling. Now that we get for see.
absolutely.
Whatever
And
comes out of it.
well, again, we don't deprive the callers them because I really want for.
Go ahead.
Sorry,
Yeah,
callers.
sorry.
Yeah, yeah. Sorry, callers. We just want to go through all the topic there to say. And one last thing before I take the calls, them, Mr. Jalo Jamboria, your solution a great one, but that solution they complex though for whatever because if they give you less than 5 years, now breach of the constitution, and for let somebody serve below 5 years, we're not to the vice president take over after him. A different form of arrangement is supposed for go for referendum because now entrenched clause. So that's how complex it be. So not to ease effects. To me, it's just unfortunate that we APC brothers them they don't overhype this tripartite. Bill, they don't get away with this. They really don't get away with it. If we say we reverse anything, it will send our country into chaos. Because like how Madam Fadima says so, APC allow this thing for reach this point. 100% I they blame them. The reason being, again, this is not my opinion, and from my research, I don't look at Boku Boku things them. The reason we make us say they allow this for gone from that point of that electoral adjustment, that public elections act where they agree. I know members say where they argue in our parliaments, they argue that particular clause they. They don't argue that. APC they argue things them in entirety, and that's not wrong strategy. I will give you a short example to US. The Obamacare, where Republicans then try for argue in entirety, oh, for strike and down and stuff, now make them not succeed. So waiting some states that they do now, that they go clause by clause, starting clause, say the Supreme Court for strike am. If now that approach there they be take, say yes, this restructuring or this electoral reform and stuff, but corner not for be the be and all for decide how it want publish the result. That is a huge mistake on their part. And you don't need for be a genius for no say BO and in SLPP party parliamentarians them. Now deliberately they insert that clause there for this outcome where BO get to. It's very clear. So to me, APC, I be talking before and I go talking back. APC go make not to the tripartite title. Now the APC them and then go make or break the country. The way how they go handle this tripartite, not to the tripartite itself. So the need for just allow this whole thing for go on. They don't do the mistake. Legally, Madabio, get the authority for be president because according to the constitution, the electoral commissioner now is responsible for announce the result, and he don't announce her. So they are not just beneficiary, not just beneficiary. So again, for let them push this thing up to this level, they shoot themselves in the foot, in my opinion. So anything short of saying let them just concentrate on a reform, not to reverse the outcome, it will cause trouble in the country there. Anything short of that, say, okay, well, let we swallow this, and me now one person way it be bother me for let Bill manipulate this whole thing. But guess what? It do tactfully, in my opinion, and it don't they get away with it. So again, let we take one or two calls them, and I will give you a chance for rebuttal. But in my opinion, Mr. Jalo Jamboria, then they go be the smooth way for resolve them. But I think the practicalities are very complex because we get for set up a referendum, and that referendum day, yes, exactly. So that referendum day, who knows if they're not going to rig them back because now a form of election.
Well, it depends on how then they do the referendum and who is going to be at the head of the referendum. And of course, as you rightly say, the referendum in necessity will be instigated by waiting at the expected outcome after the negotiations have been done and everything. The international community may be in a position to say, okay, if this is going to be the outcome, let us do this and try to make everybody see reason. You understand? It may be a recommendation they can enforce.
Well, the enforcement now not too sure about because again we go come with that same
argument. Depending on the volatility of the situation. Let's not forget, recently we see a video of Lebanese fighting Lebanese in Sierra Leone. Yes. Do we know what that means? It's a dangerous situation that is developing. I don't want us to go into the deep side of it.
I go let maybe Mr. Shilon, Madam Fadima, if you are able to invite me. But clearly,
we discuss that issue.
Yes,
There is a
clearly.
global geopolitics implication of that. And
Yes.
America will not sit back to see that develop to the next stage.
Well, again, a very complex situation because that sovereignty it in the way. So then go only influence through pressure from the behind.
Yes, yes, yes,
So,
yes.
so,
That's what
so,
I'm
so
saying.
you see why I say back it come to leadership. If the beyond leadership not willing for let that happen, it not gonna happen. And even with the
I
referendum,
say MCC na carrot and stick.
well, again, the whole thing. But in terms of the referendum, unfortunately, now ECSL get for still organize the referendum because the election form. The only difference is
Yes,
now a yes
I'm
or
not
no vote.
denied. So who
Yeah.
is sitting at
So,
ECSL is what matters.
yeah.
Maybe
So the
ECSL will
ECSL
be
now respond.
like we had a British man heading the Sierra Leone police under Pitijan Kaba. Let us wait and
So,
see. Everything is
yeah.
possible. But what
Yes.
they
Yes.
say, this thing has been overhyped and it's a volatile situation. We therefore tread carefully with them.
100%, I agree with you, Madam Fadima. So let's take a couple of calls if you don't mind, and then we will conclude because I
Right,
don't really
all right.
overstretch the program. I enjoy our program though, and I thank you for inviting me. Yeah, VS
Hello?
Network. Hello, caller. Waiting your name and you say they call from, and we apologize we don't be on the line for too long. Go
Yeah,
ahead,
because
please.
I remember hearing the screen, just like the sound kind of the screen, even I want call as I call attention.
Yeah, but
And I don't hear the screen now. So
okay,
anyway,
okay, go ahead.
yes, and Mr. Jalo Jambolia, I do agree on what Mr. Jalo Jambolia they talk about. See, before Salon, the solution for Salon, now we mentality now for change, which I agree to totally. The Salon for change the mentality. Now it will make Salon go before. And also, the Minister of Health has it's a shame on him. Hello?
We're not
Yeah,
get
me hear
them
you.
clearly.
Yeah, go
Me hear
ahead.
you,
Would they
sir.
get you? Would they get you? Go ahead, please.
Are they on the line or what?
Yes, you're on live. Go ahead.
You
Yeah,
there
the
online?
Minister of Health, where they call himself Demby. He may not day na America. Yeah. They're a very good institution. When I call CDC. It's a shame to them. They get the opportunity for come back now in modern land. We will improve the health system. We will improve the health system for the for Sierra Leoneans, including your family. Because Salon go enjoy your family go enjoy the improvement of the facility. And not able to do them. It's a shame to them. Really shame to the Minister of Health for see a woman when they took na amok for medical facility. But then the minister, if you not see themselves, they go tell themselves, it's a shame to them. Big shame to them. It's a big shame to them. So you see, Salon, Mr. Jambola is quite right. If we not change with mentality, Salon they go before. Don't forget about this foolish two-party here. This APC and SFPP, we'll forget about them. Now, the time now is Saloma for Sidon now and think about Ion self good thing way for benefit them. And you to for him alone for a picking all or yet unborn. Here's the problem, Pastor Alonia. We get Jelena Wade. We get Jelena Wade. Huh? Don't forget about this foolish two party here. These two party, SLPP and APC, and are foolish people there. They are the most people in where these two party where Shalom man and they die for. Party go, party come, we don't see no better. They still afraid for these two parties here. This is the problem that when they suffer so. Yes. Let me forget about these two parties are foolish parties there. They're not good for the country. They're not good today, they're not good tomorrow. There's a lot of people not sit down and think about their own goodness tomorrow for the picky tomorrow when they go left. So well. Be where they talk to your generation time. When they talk, when they tell them. But they try. They're not listening. Now the same time they talk about, the same time they say they're going to talk now, when they're not going to listen. Now they're going to go on and on and on.
Yeah, unfortunately, time don't beat you. But I just want to let you know, say, then get right for belong to association we then want. As much as you get right, not for
association when are profitable.
No, it don't matter. It don't matter. Na citizens. So
I know, Mr. Kago. Well, association to society we go benefit you,
yeah.
Or you go die self go where you go enjoy.
Yeah, unfortunately, let allow them for express the right of association. Thank you very much.
Not the right.
That's not the right for belong. So yeah, as much as the party that don't feel we let we allow them for express them fundamental human right, and that's not right for belong. I must call still now. I'll take more. Madam Fadima.
I want to let you take the call
And
because
Fatima is a bit tired now.
Yeah.
I want to let you take them. May take as many as you can take. But because
Hello.
people on YouTube are complaining that they ignore them. They make party, not they ignore them. Just like you say, we not pay attention to the thing, but watching and paying attention. And I give shout out to my brothers and sisters out there. They make the comments say that we not they allow now for talk, we not they listen to now. So do you big? We they listen to
Hello.
Yeah, yes.
Hello, una don't put me on hold for long. I can talk now.
Yes,
We're sorry.
Hello,
Yeah.
Mina Zainab, I dey live in Canada. And I don't
Okay.
listen. I don't know if I can in the middle of una program today, but I don't they follow this program for quite a while. Waiting all when they talk, it they in place. The only thing waiting me they say is we need for the pounds on the wrong thing where BO they do at the country. If the tripartite proof say BO not win the election, not if the election, we need for the talk about that. Like we don't need for the say, okay, now we'll find a solution where it go be APC there. Yes, we know say APC them we don't do wrong because of they don't let her, don't they get away of a lot of things. But waiting for focus on if they try for put the country in the straight place so that things like this not they repeat itself. We need for the talk about that as the same way they talk about the lapses of the APCs they're waiting they don't do, as well as the same thing waiting BL don't do wait if the election say in all right. But when they begin, they say, okay, if they don't see the election, BL not go agree for Hanover, we just need for find a solution. That's not a solve the problem because things like that will continue. Maybe another person will come, he go want to do the same thing, another president. But we need for the pounds on both sides. If you do the wrong thing, win the election, let it come out. Or then do another election. We need for the talk about anything and I just want to add to the program like that. That's all the reason why they call.
Thank you.
What's on the strategy in place, but we need for the empowers on the other aspect and put an emphasis on that,
Okay, now for hold on, Madam Fadima want to talk to you.
Yeah,
okay,
Fadima,
they listen.
When you say the tripartite don't come out and they don't come out with no solution yet. We they talk say in June, and then they come out. And we they talk say the things that are out there on social media, they give people their hope and they give their hype. And now then at the danger where we they try for say, if the tripartite come with whatever recommendation, we get for swell with a bitter pill. And me not believe say the tripartite they come back and say then for pull mother bill. That's why we talk about the MCC. That America they can buffer for make it put school whatever within. They say I go give the MCC where una go able make una light, una go able make una water because for country for grow we need light, we need water. So maybe they go for that day, like for say that they try for say, okay, this, that, but not that they not come up with no decision yet. That they rig the election. Now we the citizens then complain and then come inside and then put together a group where say they will make. I just want to get on the clear and say that we sit on here for call on the good or the bad of the government. We get for calling it out because we get the courage for speak out. That's why we formed this platform what we call a voice of Sierra Leone. I just want to let you know that. Thank you for calling and thank you for your patience and come again next time. So pass on to the other one.
Yeah,
The next
thank you
caller.
very much, Kola. Let me take the next call, and we really appreciate you call. Okay, VOS Network. Hello, caller. Waiting your name and who say they call from?
Keisha from Dallas.
Hello, Keisha. How are you? Thank you so much for
I'm
calling.
blessed.
Yeah.
You know, your host was talking about religion, like religion is created by the devil. That separate a lot of people. Like my grandma, okay, she was brought up as a Muslim, but and when you were saying things are not free, like the lady who raised her after her daddy passed away didn't want to pay for her to go to school. And I'm proud of her because she didn't let that limitate her from becoming a nurse aide. And everything is not free, but what many people misunderstand is the principle of giving. That's like a passenger at the DFW airport where I work. I was leaving work. The car driver left the female Agnes but took her husband, and my friend pointed her towards me, and I gave her the service without expecting her to give me anything back in return. Like beauty before age, put the older people first. It has to be in your heart. When you expect people to give you everything back in return, that's foolish wisdom.
Okay.
Well said. Thank you very much, Keisha. And by the way, I always press you to speak our local dialect. Talk Creole for we small.
Okay. It'd be nice for talk to you, crazy man.
How
So,
you body?
yeah,
How you they do?
you see, now
Fine.
one of the reasons this way make we for try for do we best for state in that country day. Kisha, thank you so much for calling. And I one of a born to salon parent, but a born naya. But they follow VOS very, very closely. So we need for encourage we begin all the born naya and tell them say yes if they want for go salon for go develop and do anything the place open for them. So thank you again very much, Kisha, and your point is taken. If I understand correctly, you're preaching about moral as for them. So
Yeah.
thank you very much, Kisha, and let's take the other call, VOS network. Hello,
Man,
and also
The
the
boss
call
get
from.
for
if
Tony
not concerned
in
citizen, they call from the United States.
Yes, now but reduce the volume we they
Yeah, I don't
listen
call
for.
the other one because I don't call past 50 time now.
Thank you,
Wow.
Papa. God bless you for
Yeah.
staying with us.
Yeah, go ahead, please. Well, try for do the 3 minutes so that
Now
people will
they
not
say
go.
because right now in I don't talk past we. I don't know when in I go get program where we go get 5 minutes. Then I list in there at the end. Then in all debate on
Okay.
waiting each caller they say maybe that go fine because now I don't even know waiting for
Okay.
talk again. Just like waiting Kisha they
Okay.
say.
Go
Let me
ahead.
say this
Talk what
in the
you get for
spiritual
talk, sir.
side
Go
first.
ahead.
I always say the world then at a transition period. God ready for change the system where the devil been done rule for 1,000 years. And Africa within a crossroad. Waiting the first lady say, ain't not wrong. But my own question to them, why not this time? We don't dey talk waiting they happen, but big brother all along because we know when we not focus on Salon, we focus on the whole world. And Mr. Kagwa, sorry for say most time you dey Canada. I know you one day you talk about anything but Canada, you mention na America. And most time thing the way they mention, ain't all right. Some of we been a work na company where we not dey pay insurance. Now Obama care force for change everything. So that not to be right even so. I want to talk about Trudeau when they try for make dictatorship in Canada. I know they talk about that. Okay, let me go na my own side now. First and foremost, we politics na Salon. For where Sheki so side and Taika na dey for it. When me know the tell when me get sense. I don't know before that too. Now they things start for prayer. All we politicians they all poor. When me been they grow up, I know say SI Kuroma been get farm. Now I the only politician me been no say invest na Salon. And as by Kuroma na insurance he been they do. Now God and do am because of the Monica na APC. So if we talk right now, let's talk from the root. All we politicians and poor. So if somebody don't dey 10 years or 12 years, I know they na power, you go put away till you say go do. You feel say go look for the country. Let me forget about this election where they talk. Not to Salon no more the rig election. And one, not to we fund the election. I then go do re-election. Senegal asked who that fund the election. Secondly, APC no petition the election now Supreme Court or High Court. How then go change anything? Decide whether them get right. Where the president go change the election rule. So if we talk, let we go back. Let we try for amend all the constitution. Now Zimbabwe don't change so now. They don't change their currency back by gold and diamond. So my own question to the first lady: how many diamond or gold we get now the Bank of Salon Reserve? We go able to try for follow waiting they go on because they backward right now. You see, all the country they change. Now the system and they try for commander, so the big brother. But we now still in a big brother, they wait so much and go kill we for let go boost three safe. So that they not wrong. So me I pray to God, let focus now. Let we change all the amendments. Like Madam Fadima say, we give the electoral committee all the power. But everything comes from the judiciary, parliament, and the power will give the president. So now focus on inside and day. And with mineral resources we get at the country. Now the other country they're not the exporter now war. Then they make sure you can build factory now the country. So job go there. So if they talk about bauxite, iron ore, router, whatever, we'll be send them war. Now we'll find situation now let them begin mine inside there and utilize and they waiting a comprise of let them make them become finished material. Let you see folk no go there. If serviceman and go they run for the go jump, go nasty, go die.
Yeah,
go find greener pasture.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Okay.
So me I beg. Okay.
Yeah, thank you very much. You make great points, Tim. I don't get any objection in terms of Canada Wudotin na salon program. So I often say I need for Cantor or Canadian. But anyways, let me get another person chance. VOS Network. Hello, caller. Waiting your name and say they call from, please.
Yes. Thank you once again, Mr. Tagbo. Mina Ahmed, I call from UK.
Hello, Brother Ahmed. Thank you so much for call and
Yes.
thank you.
Interest program. We don't discuss a lot on our talk and all those measure is fine. But listen, brother, what are they telling now? I know now, Mr. Jambura, of course, I able to understand much about Sierra Leone, Madam Fazima, and Mr. Kagbo as well. A wisdom person who I always like for listening to. But listen, we go for step example. We tripartite, no tripartite. All we know is the election is not free, it's not fair, it's clear. The international community don't tell we that. The news don't tell we that. So, we're not going to put things on that carpet. Say, you know what? Let's move forward. How do we move forward? When the electoral law is set, Mr. Kagbo, you don't analyze this thing from the counting that the numbers are not matched. The electoral law, even though they changed 2022, they don't do the right thing again. What did they tell we say? We get election, we get results on the website. Go on the website. What 2002? From 96, 2002, 2007, 2012, 2018. Go there. You see the results. This is the results. So we see all the malpractices. When then Gaia, they forcefully do from parliament, for more than overhaul the whole electoral process. How they print the ID card? Would I print the ID card? When with the past government, when they go print the ID card at Belgium, they can go opposition leader parties that they witness the ID card come. We see that election 2018. Some people they use that card, they say up to the way to take money for them. We see all of them there. Why we for hide that? Why we for say even in the tripartite committee take recommendation, oh mother be not greedy or this, that listen, we therefore take somewhere. Now sacrifice we go for sacrifice as a nation, as people of Sierra Leone. For what to do the right thing. We not therefore sit down wait. Senegal not sit down wait. They get credible shows them, they work for the people them, then turn things around. So the people get a role for play. The people they get government. Not a matter of you get government. Matter of just a few people who surround them. How many of them? What will forget about the gun so they get to whatever they get to do. But what do we see now? And a lot of other children in the this is not about it. Look at the painful thing about the people. You go vote for making voice be heard according to the democratic process. Then that kind of person they manipulate now. If we allow this thing for God, how Colombia proceed? Why do you think up to today with ABN so no development will take place? It's just because few people like Mohamed Kone decide, and the people who wait for stop against this meeting when I leave the military, they all connive. We see them, bribe them. We see the judiciary. So we see all of this. So people think as a nation, how do we go further? So we dey wait. The recommendation will come out. When this recommendation come out, we go see. This is not about some of who don't belong to none of these parties. But we just feel for the nation because we know this is not right. Now today we get the woman and they touch them, in the work out them overnight because we not get a stable country. Because let's assume the country is stable, people do what they do, they get freedom. So this is there, we go see them, but you know, we much. But today, tell me to me, how much when they pick the owner of the body now before they die? Every day. We see it. If Mother they do well, even if it's a different election, we should think they go fine. People say, even go consider, say, okay, not to be. Oh, look, I want to see your man in the die today. Look at the health facilities there. Look at the lights, look at the water, everything there backward. Then we sit down, instead of we correct things, we say, no patient, no beer, there is no way we go for. No, the people go for return now, and the people are money. Now go for use, for return everything. Thank you very much, Mr. Kabu, Mr. Jamboda, and Madam Fadima.
Thank you very much, Hamid. I'll take the last one because you said on time. I'll take the last call. VOS Network. Hello, caller. What's your name and where they call from?
Hello, Mina Abu, they call from UK. I hear some people they talk say they for change the constitution all linking the day. I want to know more from new advice is let's allow people to go waste money for something will not make sense. No constitution constitution not in at the wall, we not get problem. America, we Donald Trump 1 billion, we 1 billion out, we 1 billion over the people they hate, and the people they team up. Constitution, na most of my writer. Na bad bobo, na they can't team up, or can change everything. And when I for able for defend them. For the fact say we're not able for defend that constitution, in a most constitution that will not change, it don't make sense. Matter be voting window. It clear say it bring them over the people they hate. And when I look and baby, when they talk say, they let them and go free. That just imagine whose election will get for green as alone. Even if the lowest party say they win election because the politician Mohammed gets. Just go talk to him, he get $1 million. You don't win done. What did people that go vote for again? It just don't make sense. Constitution, the people that were able for defender. Now mortal man I writer. Now bad bobo they come for change them. You can okay, you don't like the constitution done. The man don't you don't clear say the man violator. What you make we not act for defender? America, we Donald Trump one bill out the people them. The people that map they didn't bill them over will. So then get so you don't make sense for go spend money. Anyhow we not change that. We bad bobo come, I swear to God. If they capo everything, he pack hand, I tell you this I do. If you don't even put for defend them, and the same thing they continue. And if you are not that president to Mother Bio, cannot don't finish. And I let people they talk them what they are saying. Let Mother Bio let Mother Bio let it go with her. Now Salon I don't destroy. Because no election no get for good again on a better team. Constitution and mortal man writer. Now people they for able for defend them. Always make possible what the Mother Bio say he win. It clear say violator. The people are able for act. So what you expect? They say they think for can't fight for them. And if you let fight bail them out, you can't go. Tomorrow, the worst one, and Mr. go be president too. Because why are they go pay $1 million to the commissioner? Are they win them? Because they didn't say what they do at the country, man. So let me put something in straight. Get for love the country. Get for stand for the country. What if everything let for love go. Even right constitution to tell you a boss. Bad boy they can't map today. They tell me say this all I throw away everything. I they give $1 million and I make people president. It pay them up on it. So when I get for the map for the country, don't forget about them. They talk there say they might be okay and go with her. I don't know they destroy.
Okay, we clearly understand the point they make and a valid point. Thank you very much for that point. And Madam Fadima, you don't sense the sensitivity of this issue. It is sense from people where they come. Just imagine we don't get to election since June. And anytime you talk about that June election, you hear from people and voice how upsetting it be. So I want for first we wrap up. We don't take the last call. Well, I display the people that will vote, waiting and vote say to them na the most pressing issue. So I refresh and then see if at all it will still be the same. And again, this not just something will for relent. So now the number of people that we vote, the total come to around 20. So of them 20 people in the 14 of them, when are 70%, they say to them the biggest challenge we Salon they face now corruption. And then one person when are 5% saying electoral reforms. And 3 people then when are 15% saying economic policy and are the biggest challenge. And then 2 people then of the 20 then saying public trust. So that's not the result. So Unagi una take now from the people who don't hear from, and all what who don't talk. I will make Mr. Jamboria go first and tell we within you want let people and take from this program today. We deal with Baku issues them and sensitive issues them as well. I know say, and that makes sadly enough, I know they even listen to any forum because I know say people then go they cost me left, right, and center. But if you want to disagree with me, come na BOS. But me the game as Siam as Sierra Leonean. So just take kind of the whole program and summarize them for we in about 2 minutes and give you take to the topic where we ask this particular question. Over to you, Mr. Jambo. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir. I think it clear what we problem be, but people feel saying a corruption. I just want to let people understand say throughout this program, all the callers, most part of the discussion is centered around one issue. How do we trust each other? How do we trust each other? We trust in each other in Sierra Leone? I don't think so. Because even this election issue, it make it be a very volatile issue. Now the factor of trust. Right enough, when this electoral act was taken to parliament, as you say, the parliamentarians then, of which the APC had the majority, they look at the holistic feature of the document. Honestly, where there is trust, somebody can look at the holistic feature, but you know they play foul by underhand game. Any side we foul they by underhand game now lack of trust. Corruption are a product of lack of trust. We are treading on issues where we get to be very careful with Sierra Leone. We get to be very careful as a people because what in they show from this program is that we are hurting badly. We are hurting badly, and the only thing we go make we heal na trust. We for build trust. Even in the home, if you and your partner now get issue, I swear to God, if trust not there, that issue, that relationship, they go astray. They go apart. But if trust there, whatever the partner do to you, it a heal. You go say, all right, la beer. Some woman then can take advantage by them first tell them say la beer for the sake of the picking them. The picking they bear for. He still get trust in the relationship. He get hope say something is going to change at some point. You understand? But when you listen to Sierra Leoneans talk on social media, you listen to the conversations, the thing they come out clearly say, with a heart, we need for build trust. That's our most challenging thing. Yes, corruption is widely proclaimed and it's there. And as a matter of fact, not just no corruption begin at Sierra Leone. It may surprise people to know that in the 1930s, there was an inquiry on the Freetown City Council for corruption. It may surprise people to know that the first force where they formed in Sierra Leone, the Bandajuma Frontier Force, they were behaving as we see the police behave now, with impunity. And that's corruption. It may surprise people to understand that something will not exist in a culture and they not get word from, but we cultures then get word for corruption. Kukujumuku, Mokofe, etc. So it's the corruption that is the issue. The issue is we have not been able to build trust since the day we say we get independence to now. And that lack of trust they make with a backslide. And until we build trust, it will be difficult to solve a lot of problems. Because this is what we express, but we don't know it is what we express. We not trust this process. Mother don't if election. Maybe not even. Maybe not even. Maybe Corner 9 feel for do the right thing. Yes. You can for look at issues from several angles. And for some of us at this stage, we not a talk on behalf of self-interest. We a talk on behalf of the posterity of Sierra Leone. Mohammed Boy Jalo Jamboya may die this night. I don't make peace with death. But what happens after I'm dead and gone? Of course, that is our problem. And may God help us to have that inspiration to see and understand that trust, they build forgiveness. Trust, they build gratitude where there is none. We have to understand them things here. And if we understand them, we're going to move forward. But if we don't understand them, then we shall keep fighting. Now they are going down for today, sir.
And thank you very, very much. And we truly appreciate you. So let we go now to we diva, the VOS diva, where people are so they eager for let come back and can take the seat. But we still appreciate you where you be part of this program. So same to you, Madam Fadim. Use maybe 2 minutes or so from always put on talk and waiting will be your advice in terms of because remember we say that we offer solution as well. So just wrap everything together and waiting while viewers then take from the program tonight and how we able build Salon going forward. Over to you, man.
Like how Mr. Jalo Jambrilla say, me people wanna thank you for come every week in a VOS, wanna continue to come, wanna share, wanna spread the word, like we can get intelligent conversation here. And I see people and they say that they neglect them on YouTube, but I want to say again, we love on all for everyone. Everyone is important na BOS because this is the voice of Salon. Sometimes them knocking allow, or sometimes we get too carried away. And like how Mr. Kago said, we need people for help. Maybe somebody for do the technical, maybe other people. We need your voices because we are all Sierra unions, and this matter now we all business, salon business now all business, salon problem. If even you're not there in a salon, you get possibility, you get cousin, you get neighbor, you get family, you get somebody where you can go school with. Somebody is there where then they go through, waiting and they go through. And we don't complain and we don't complain and we don't complain. I hear me brother, the last caller, I not be writing him down, but we come and talk, say, well, for left, for allow, we get for stand, we get for stand. Yes, we get for stand. Yes, we get for team up and all we government accountable. But there are some times in life we get for let go for move forward. I am not saying waiting happen and waiting happen, but because we don't have check and balances in our system, because we that's why corruption comes in, that's where impunity comes in, that's where accountability not there. When you do something, there are the laws there in the books, and when government after government they come and they write and we they allow, where is the judiciary, we they call the parliament, but where the judiciary, where they sit down with their lawyer, when they challenge, nobody seem to be doing their work because then they get something in their pocket. They don't care about the masses of people. We get for begin care, but we say. Mr. Jallo Tokam in the beginning say, in the religious books, they say we should be our brother's keeper, do unto others as we like others do unto us. I remember I watched a video of then they say, oh, why make we they compare this, that we get for compare. Because we say one go, they not so like we envy them, but when we compare, when we try for implement good things them, we go help for make. In 2024, we see women. It is so sad and heartbroken that immediately they should have been okay. Every keke, when I go to them keke company, when I put in order, when I go put keke and then district them, when they go able at least transport, if even they're not able for when they come, but let them see the effort with the people that they do. We get for all the government accountable. Yes, we get for no say now we the people, it's our right. But because we don't love ourselves, because we're full of hypocrites, because we're full of greed among us, because we're full of jealousy, we no one see the other side win. It's only us, us, us. And when we get that mentality there, we not go before. Me they talk on behalf of how I see life. I am 60, gonna be 61. And I see life said there are times in life, even though somebody don't wrong you, we get for negotiate. We get for come back, pay restitution, hold people that accountable, we move forward and we stick to the new rule that way we don't make. Because if we don't do that, once upon a time, Ghana was number last in West Africa. I remember Rollins, a video I watched. General Rawlings come say he was flying over in country and he see the abject poverty of people. Why? He asked himself the question, why do people have to live this way? That's the change it began. It impact, it begin the ground, it plants the ground, it plants the stuff. And today we see at least Ghana better pass out them in today. Ghana better, they're not perfect, they still they work on themselves, but it better pass out them today. What thing do we? Why we not go join in and come together in one unison vote? Yes, as long as the majority in the middle, not to everybody get for dinner one side, not to everybody. Some people will see it this way, some people will say it. But if the majority of people, they're extreme edges, but if the majority of people, we able, leadership able for fix the basic amenities of people, Big Brother will always be in our business because we, the people, we mindset, we cannot work together. We cannot deal with ourselves together. We cannot be in one. We cannot. That's why they can't take we go 200 years ago. They took us and they're still gonna come because we cannot be together. And we blame Big Brother. No, we gotta blame ourselves. We gotta go. The man in the mirror says Michael Jackson. The man in the mirror, take a look. I urge, I beg, I plead, I appeal to every Sierra Leonean today. Take a look at yourself and ask yourself the question, what can I do to help? Because we get for come to one word. We get for help government. We get for sound off. We get for put with money. Because there is a saying that say, to whom you give your money is to who you give your power to. We can do this. The struggle continues. It seems like it's unabated. Maybe in my lifetime, I have a dream for a better and decent Sierra Leone. I have a dream to see I open the tap every day, not to alternative days or 1 week, 2 week, I able get running water. I have a dream that every day, as long as I get me money for pay me life. I have a dream that every Sierra Leone go able for eat, afford a decent meal and live in a decent environment. I have a dream that one day Sierra Leoneans they go come together while our children will thrive, we go compete in the world and go search we begin them for greatness of this world. It can happen. But the change begins with me. The change begins with you, and it's inside. The government get the brunt of the responsibility, but we, the people of Sierra Leone, we self get for unclog the mind. The problem is us. Yes, tripartite is coming, but then what? After that, look, can we set back? Sometimes with a sweller, then I make it say sweller. Not that you're afraid, but if they come to a conclusion, we go waiting and call sweller, but then we go say never again, we don't stand for that. Never again, we put down and put the policies in place. Say never again will this repeat itself. I'm telling you, World War III is on the edge. When I pray to God, it don't happen. And we don't want another war in Sierra Leone because nobody wins in war. So till next week, I tell you, Boku thank you. Una come back, una come with the canto. And like I want caller again say, we get forgive una the floor. One day we go come, we just want to hear the voice of the people. Lord, I tell you what's in the morning now. We not get no title, no permit. I promise we will come back. We will come back, no title.
We will call it the People's Day.
Yeah. So thank you all. I love you all. I love you so much. Have a wonderful and productive week. And remember, God is love. Let's love one another. And let me forgive. Because the thing say forgiveness. We get for forgive. Not to alter with a slap with neighbor because they slap me. We get for look the other side too sometimes. I love you all. Thank you.
So Fambule another year from Widiva and they don't promise. So now all I'm trying to because una for say if I lead from the front, not from the behind. So if I
I'm
lead
a
like
soldier. I'll lead. I'm a soldier. I lead. I'll take the lead any day.
exactly. So
When my commander is down, I'll take the lead. We're trained. Let's go.
absolutely. And again on behalf of Mr. Shilon, I want to say Boku Tenki to, of course, I no need for give special thank you to Madam Fadima because na part of this show. And Mr. Jallo, it look like in a small lady drag you so for for the team. But clearly
Really?
we yeah, we truly appreciate you. And I see somebody sort of put a comment and talk about Sid and Duam na Kenya. So I don't know what you refer to. If na the change of constitution, yes, it happened at Kenya, but it go through all the process, and also for reverse the election, it happened at Kenya. But guess what? It happened because the opposition go court. It happened in Malawi, where in fact, then go back to the election, and the president at that time, a loss, where then go back. So how it possible? Then go court. And court make the decision.
Yeah.
When I see what
Cut.
happen at Senegal, the opposition go court. Now it make it possible for like the president at that time not able for imagine a go parliament where it be gets the majority. The bill where it can go na parliament for postpone the election, it pass na parliament. But the opposition not stop it, then go court. And the court rule in favor of the opposition, say no, for change or for postpone the election. You for hold the election before the end of your term. So me fumble them, and that's where they appeal. APC don't make, what we call a mistake. They don't make the
Mistake.
mistake. But yes, but the mistake not for make the country pay for it. So dear, let me appeal that one day. The court na in the only body where the constitution give right for overturn the election. So that tripartite, yes, now reform, but may you to know say, if indeed the numbers then they be correct, Mother Bill not for go up and on the pass back door, for go beg for MCC and stuff, because now the requirement of MCC, so now release the result, the disaggregated result by polling station. Now the first requirement that, but do not do then begin go back door, say that they go, the chief minister, they go delegation. What in the need for go talk for? So it very clear say, no matter what we do, Mother Bill and ECSL, whether or not then 2 delays, they're not going to release then disaggregated results. They at least not to be maybe then go do if at all say go possible. If then get that record day. Now, other governments get for calm and release them. But this government, in my opinion, they're not going to release them. And who knows if they're not going to even destroy their numbers then they before they come out there. So, dear, I beg me, fumble them. APC don't make the mistake. Let the country not pay for the mistake the way they make. Just like how Madam Fadima said, dear, let will not drag that country they back into another senseless war. So tripartite, no tripartite, let we just accept the outcome of the result. And then way forward now is let we try for steadfastly, try for make the necessary amendment and let we force the whole process for go through referendum and try for revisit with constitution as a whole. Let we not accept again bitten pieces. And like how that caller say, if we allow this, another boss will get money, go just give the ECSL boss. And guess what? According to the current form of that particular clause day, it just need for declare. It not even need for publish anything. Because then say, as it deem fit. It can simply say, oh, now the number this, And that's it. And guess what? The act get underpowered. So now see
That's
how
right.
dangerous it is. So now then we will fight towards now. Like we make a complete and meaningful reform in the constitution, not just a bit and pieces of it. So again, I have for telling Boku Tenki. Again, as Madam Fadima say, we hope for sooner next week. By God's grace, Mr. Shilong will join Una, and we're not too sure if I go join Una because then two people if then come back, then capable for deal with any topic we will come up. So until Thursday, by God's grace, where I get my program, me and Abdul Karim Kagbo, they say thank you to Madam Fadima, thank you to Mr. Jamboria, thank you to now let God bless we all. And above all, let God bless the one and only country where we call Mama Salon. For me, to Una Tata, let God bless everybody.
Are you putting the Fatima bill thing on?
Oh,
No.
no, you eti the Kush fight still there on. Please pick them up next week.
Okay.
Because that's say now because I'm able to download them, make it very
Yeah. Okay.
difficult to switch. But please pick them up next week. So fumble them, Madam. I'm the first lady. He gave a very compelling speech. And one thing where I like about that speech there or that comment they were address the people about that push, they say a man not get for run again, so he not get anything for lose. To me, it encouraging. If it means say he go do the right thing now, I go say he encouraging. Okay, but again, time will tell. With the politicians, them you never can tell. Like how Mr. Jamboree has said, that trust issue always the public trust is always questionable. But now that name me go say where I watch that where is they scared again because he not get anything for lose, a man they run for a third term. So meaning he go see him as a patriotic citizen. So again, meaning that all the thing that we they say are politics. So now a one can clean as a citizen, good citizen. I go left the assessment to Madam Fadima for make the assessments next week. But for me, by God's grace, on Thursday. Tata, thank you again. Bye bye.